Right, we are live. I think we're live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. As always with these live streams, let me know in the chat if you can hear me and you can see me and everything's working fine. And welcome to a three-player tutorial playthrough and review of Great Western Trail Argentina. So I'm not going to be doing a full tutorial of the entire game tonight. I'm just going to be telling you what's different in Argentina. We're then going to be playing through it, and then at the end of it, we'll tell you what we think of it. We all played this last night as a learning game. And we didn't quite finish the game last night because we ran out of time. We are going to be playing today's game to completion. Then we'll add up the scores. And then, yeah, we'll tell you what we think of it after our two players. If you don't know how to play Great Western Trail, then a lot of this isn't going to make any sense to you. You're welcome to join in and watch as we play. But we are going to be going through the differences between Great Western Trail 2nd Edition and Great Western Trail Argentina. Because Great Western Trail 2nd Edition came out last year. I have covered that on the channel. And this game builds on that with a few differences. So, for example, the exchange tokens, these things, I'm not going to explain how they work. Even though they weren't in the original game, they were in the 2nd Edition. Right, so on the surface, it looked like there was only a few tweaks. But when we played this last night, we were like, oh, that's quite different. So where should I start? Let's start with one of the biggest changes, and that is the train. So like in Great Western Trail, you have the ability to move your train, and you move your train along these spaces here, like this. But when you are making deliveries, and you're making deliveries to Buenos Aires now instead of Kansas, was it Kansas?
Yeah,
it was Kansas. In the original game, the train determined which city you could reach without having to pay extra. Well, in this game, you don't do that. You're not delivering to those cities here. What you're doing is you're delivering to these boats, which are down here. And you can deliver to any boat as long as the value of the cards in your hand reach the value of the boat or less. So if I had a hand worth 10, I could deliver to any of the boats up to value 10, for example. But you now have to spend grain. Grain is a new resource within the game, and you have to spend grain in order to put your discs onto the boat. So the grain cost is different depending on the boat, and if you don't have the grain, you can pay cash. So what does the train do? Well, the train does something very different in this game. What happens is, along the route, and you start here, and you go along the path, and the path goes along here, is there are various opportunities to break off this path to get to your train. So for example, if my train was here, then it means as I'm moving my estanciero all the way around, I could actually come off the path here and teleport or get the train and immediately end up in Buenos Aires. So it basically makes your route shorter. So the further you've moved your train, and if your train ever reaches like, well, where's the nearest place you can come up? Here. So once your train has reached 23, your route through the map can actually, if you want to, stop here and then you go straight to here and you miss out on all of this. Which is quite a good thing, because as the game goes on, we're going to be getting these farmer tiles that come out, which act a little bit like hazards from the base game, and they get added to here, and that's going to slow us down and cost us money to move through them. So that's one of the big changes, and you'll see that happening as the game goes on. You might want to take the spoon out, just because it clatters a lot. Right, so the next big thing, as we mentioned, you load your discs onto boats. Now, loading your discs onto a boat, you still get paid for the cows that you've got in your hand, but you don't get any immediate benefit apart from these three boats here. So these three boats are bound for Rotterdam, these three boats are bound for Le Havre, and these three boats are bound for Liverpool. But what happens is you put the disc on there. Now, at various points in the game, and that's here, so whenever this marker moves from here to here, the yellow boats sail. Now, the yellow boats are that one, and that one. When it moves from here to here, the green boats sail, which is that one, and that one. And when it moves from here to here, the purple boats sail. They only sail once. Once they've gone, they've gone. They don't come back, but they will get replaced by other boats from this stack here. And when a boat sails, the discs on it move to one of the keys of that city. So you probably can't see on the overhead camera, but some of them say 1, some of them say 2. That tells you which of the keys, either 1 or 2, that disc goes onto. That represents that you've shipped those cows over to that city. And the grain cost on the boat thematically represents the grain that you've got to supply with the cattle in order for them to make their journey overseas. In any future deliveries that you make to Buenos Aires, there is a new step 1. So it's no longer 5 steps, it's now 6 steps. But the first step is that if you have a disc on a key, you can move that disc to one of the quarters of the city. And if I just zoom in and show you that in a bit more detail. Yeah, see if you can see this. I can probably show you on the main overhead camera, which is very, very dark because I've turned the overhead lighting off. So just bear with us a minute. I'm just going to increase the brightness on this a bit because that is a bit dark. Where is it? Filters, edit filters, color correction. How's that? That's probably a bit better. Yeah, so you can see here that once you've got discs in here, you can pay an amount of grain to move it onto one of the quadrants, which gets you money and sometimes victory points at the end of the game. So that's that. Just before we carry on, I just wanted to mention, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh, Paul's a bit rough tonight, this isn't one of his normal good teachers, this isn't a sponsored video in any form. This is 3 people getting together to play the game, and we're doing it as a video for you to watch. So yeah, not sponsored in any way. I wasn't paid any money to make this video. If I was, it would be a lot better quality than this, and we would have practiced a lot more. So a big thank you to all of my patron supporters for funding the channel and helping make this content possible. Right, the next thing to talk about is the farmers. Now, the farmers kind of replace the hazards and the bandits from Great Western Trail. So you've got these farmers, and there's 4 different colours of the farmers. The green ones are going to be going on here, the blue ones are going to be going on here, the orange ones here, and the yellow ones, when they come out, they're going to be going on here. Now, the farmers have got the hands on them, the green hands and the black hands, so whenever you move through them, if you want to, you have to pay them. But in this case, the money goes on the space. So these farmers are going to have, they're granjeros actually, so the money is going to be building up on these spaces. And one of the things that you can do in this game, and none of us really explored this that much last night, is that you can help these farmers. So if you either land on a farmer, or there is a particular building that allows you to help the farmers, then another new thing in the game is that you've got strength points, which is represented by the scythe icon. And what you can do is, if you help the farmers and you can meet or exceed the number of strength that they need, it's basically helping them out for them to run their farm and plough their fields, etc., etc. You then get all of the money that's been collecting and the money bonus, if any, and then you take the farmer and you can get that farmer to then come and work on your farm if you pay them, and you get grain. Now, one of the things that you can do with cattle is all of the cattle cards. If we just, let's press this button here. Let's have a look at one of the cattle cards. So this cattle card here, this is one of the cows that you can get. You notice here, it's got 3 strength on it. So as well as the cows being used for delivering as normal, is it going to focus? It is going to focus. You can, whenever you're helping a farmer, you can discard cattle from your hand to get the strength points. So there is another use for cattle cards as well. But doing that gets you exhaustion cards. Exhaustion is a new type of card, which comes in the game. I'll just show you. We all start with 1 exhaustion card in our deck, and it's a bad card. So it's worth -2 points at the end of the game if it's still in your deck, and it doesn't do anything. You can't play it. You can discard it as a normal card, but if you ever have one of these in your hand, when you get to Buenos Aires, you actually remove it from the game. So there is a way to get rid of them, and you gain more exhaustion cards if you basically help out the farmers, the more cattle you use. Other than that, I think that's probably the basics, but there's a lot of buildings that have changed. There's a lot of icons that have changed. Fundamentally, though, the common rules are the same. We're still going to be deck building. We're still going to be doing all of the things that we did in Great Western Trail Argentina. The only thing that we don't do is we don't clear the hazards, because there are no hazards anymore. That's been replaced by the farmers. Also, I noticed from reading through the rules, you don't start the game with an objective card. So in original Great Western Trail Argentina, all players start with one of the starting objective cards in hand. That doesn't happen in this game. We don't get any. If you got any questions, let me know. But we're going to be making a start. James is asking, where's the pointy piece of wood? Has JP stolen my pointy piece of wood? No, he hasn't. All right, JP has left. I've got my pointy piece of wood. I might use it. I might not use it. But we've set up the board. We just finished, just in time. We've randomly decided that Rob's going first. So Rob's got 7 money, 4 cards in hand. I've got 8 money, 5 cards in hand. Peter's got 9 money and 6 cards in hand. But at the start of my turn and at the start of Peter's turn, we have to discard down to 4.
So I don't have to do it yet.
You don't have to do it yet. You do it at the start of your turn. That's a rule from 2nd edition, which has obviously made its way into this game. Right, I think that'll do.
Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm expert enough at this yet. I have a proper strategy. So,
You need to play 200 games,
yeah.
and then you might have an idea.
So I can start here and use these abilities.
You can start there if you want to.
Um,
So you can start on any of the buildings. You can discard a black cow for 2 money
which is what I'm going
if
to
you
do.
want to. So it goes in your discard pile.
Too many.
Yep. And then you can visit the cattle market. We got the cattle market above the player board, above the main board rather than below it, just because there's 2 players over that side.
Yep. And I can buy at most 1 castle.
You've got 1 gaucho.
Yep.
So you could buy one of the orange cows. So these orange cows, these are new. These are actually only worth 1. I got your pointy stick. They're only worth 1 when you deliver them to Buenos Aires, but they are worth 3 victory points and they've got 7 strength on them. So they're really, really good cows for helping out the farmers. So you could buy one of them for 4, or you could buy a blue, white, or red for 5, or you could buy a brown for 11. They are your 3 options with 1 gaucho.
I can't buy this one.
Yep.
And that costs me
5.
5. So I'm going to buy this one.
Yep. Oh, in fact, I've got them slightly in the wrong order. Not that it matters much. Okay, that goes to your discard pile.
And that's the end.
Right, so it's me. So I have to discard a card at the start of my turn, so I will. I'm actually going to start right here at the start, because I do have a Orlando Argentino, otherwise known as a white cow. So I'll sell that for 2 money. And then I can go here and start buying some people. So one of the other things, I mentioned these strength points. I don't know if you can see this. If you look carefully, in fact, let's use the other camera, because the other camera will be a lot. There you go. You can see some of these workers here. They've got the sickle icon on. These cost 1 more to hire, but if you've got one of these on your player board, it means you've got permanent strength points, unless you decide to then appoint them as station masters. So yeah, so some of them have this icon on, which is a new thing. Now I've probably only got the money to hire 1. So which one am I going to hire? That is the question. Let's hire. I kind of wanted to go down the sickle route, didn't I? I said I was going to do that, but I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to hire this red one here. So that's going to cost 6. And it goes on my player board, and I get an immediate ability to remove a card from my hand from the game. So we're going to get rid of that rubbishy 1 cow. That's the end of my go.
Okay, I'm also going to start on the hiring place, because I've also got a white cow, which I'm going to discard for 2, which means I've now got the princely sum 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is not quite enough to buy 2.
No, because the second one costs an extra 2.
Yeah.
So you'd need a minimum of 15.
And the ones that have got a sickle on them cost an extra 1.
They cost an extra 1, yeah.
So that's going to cost me 7 to buy that gaucho. That's
The
got
gaucho.
him.
Yeah.
With the sickle. I don't know why he hasn't got a pair of pistols, but he'll have to make do with a sickle. And I get an extra one of these little tokeny things to go with it.
An exchange token, yeah.
That's oh well, I should have discarded those before I started. Yeah, that's my go.
All right. So
now we're playing the game normally. Rob, you can move. Is it how many movement is it? I've got 4. You've got 3 on yours. Oh, you're playing the 2-player game.
right. Well, that's unfortunate. I better change.
I'll go home if you want.
I think. Do I need a different piece because it's 2 or 4 apparently?
Ah,
Yeah, you need the
you need the 3-player piece.
So yeah, I assumed it was just flipping over, but in fact it's a different piece altogether.
There you go.
Thank you.
So
Would be a bit-
base movement value of 4 in a 3-player game, and the green hands cost 2, and the black hands cost 1.
So I go here. I get a grain because I've got 1.
Yep, you got 1 farmer.
Farmer,
Granjero.
and I can also discard. It has to be
It's an exhaustion card
only an exhaustion card
from hand
or gain.
or a single auxiliary action.
So I'll go here. I'll get a grain, and I'll take your money.
Mhm.
My auxiliary action.
Now, observant ones amongst you might have noticed we're just using the hats today rather than the actual wooden pieces, and we'll mention this at the end in our review in more detail, We'll probably spend a good 10 minutes talking about this.
Probably.
They fall over a bit too easily. So we were playing this last night and they just kept falling over. So we're just going to use the hats today because from the purposes of the overhead camera, that's all you can see anyway. Right then, my go. So being able to move 4 at this stage, the board is wide open. But as we found last night,
Not for long.
it gets busy very quickly, doesn't it? Well, I'm just going to move 1. I'm going to go to here. I happen to have a green cow in hand. So I'm going to discard that for 2 money. And then I'm going to build a building. Now, I've only got 1 builder. So it's only going to be a level 1 building. Do we build the same one as we did last night? Or do we build a different one? I might build a different one. I'm going to build this one. Oh, but then again, everybody's going to pay me money to go through it. Oh,
If they've got money.
if they've got money, which they probably will have. Then again, Rob's all the way up there. You're going to be going to Kansas very soon, aren't you? No, I'm gonna go with what I did last night. I'm going to build that building there. So, like in the original game, there is a particular building that gets you bonuses if you build in certain areas. It was forests in the original game. In this, it's the fields. So these areas here, these are fields. And this building, when I land on this building, if I want to, I generate grain for every building that I have that's built on a field area. As I say, grain is the new resource in the game that you need for various things.
Okay, I'm going to move.
Brian's asking, are we doing A side and neutral buildings at set spots? So, Brian, we have done A side of all of these cities. We have done A side of all of the buildings, but we've randomized the building locations, saying that A randomly been placed on A, B's randomly been placed on B, C and D have swapped, and then E, F, G, H is where it normally starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, a few of them are in slightly different positions.
So I'm going to move here. I'm also going to discard
You're just copying me.
Yeah, green one. Cost of 2. And but I'm also going to place that one.
Are you going to build exactly the same building?
I'm going to build the same building. I'm going to put it here.
Yep. So that costs you 2.
Yeah. And do I get the 2 for discarding my green cow? How many did I start? I started with, was it 9?
You started with 9 money.
9 money.
You gained 2, so that was 11. You spent 7.
That would have been 4.
4. You then discarded 2.
I should be on 4 now.
And then you spent 2, so you should be on 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got it wrong already. How does this bode for the game as a whole?
So if I don't win, it's because I'm keeping an eye on these two, making sure they're playing right. And if you do spot us making any mistakes in the chat, please let us know. Even though it's not a sponsored video, we do want to play correctly.
Well,
And
the puns have started.
the puns have already started. Yeah.
They lose. Oh dear.
Okay, so this is inevitable. I'll just move to here.
You just go to Kansas. So step 1 is, do you want to move that disc to one of those 4 quadrants?
Yeah, so I can move my disc there at the cost
How
of
have
1
you
grain.
got a grain?
Because I landed on here.
Oh, you got a grain.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I move that down to there, and
Yep.
this can go on a 4 spot.
Gets
You
the
gain 4 money.
I get 4 money.
Right.
He's rich.
The reason why this is covered over, by the way, is because it's a 3-player game. In a 2-player game, that would be covered over and that would be covered over as well. So that's the first step of visiting Buenos Aires is if you've got a disc on a key, you may spend grain to move it to one of the quadrants and get the benefit. Even if you've got multiple discs, you can only do that once. But then we do all of the rest of the stuff as normal. So you reveal your hand.
So I get 7.
Look at that. It's a nice start.
Mm.
7 money. You can put your disc on anything up to 7.
But you
Well, I
need
haven't
the
got any
grain.
grain.
You haven't got any grain,
So
but
it has to be that one.
no. You can, because at this point,
Yeah.
every grain that you're missing, you can spend 2.
Yeah.
Only at this point. You can't do it for this, but when you're putting when you're putting a disc on a ship, if you don't have enough grain, you can spend 2 money for each grain that you're missing.
You have to, don't you?
Yeah. If you want to. If you want to go on here, you'd have to spend 4 money.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it because I should probably undo that in that case and then sort of spend money on that because it's cheaper that way. I don't know.
Well, you get
So-
4 money for doing that.
Yeah,
You don't.
I see what you mean. Yeah, but I mean,
still
having
get-
a disc there might be useful
You
for
still get the
certain...
full amount of money even if you go on a smaller boat.
yeah. So I'm going to do this one anyway.
Okay.
I'll take one off this grain
Yep.
space.
Pop it on there.
This seems to be a useful thing to have.
Right.
And
And then we repopulate the board.
so this one would go in the green.
That one would go here.
So that's not. I might put that there then.
Yeah, that makes it even harder to go through this way.
And then I don't know what strategy I'm going for. Yeah, so I'm going to place this.
Yep, so that goes on that. Nope, because that.
Yeah, sorry. And this head
That's
line,
our first yellow farmer.
he comes up here, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I think if we have it, the person who does that then replaces the tiles while next
Right.
player's doing their turn.
Sure.
So if you want to do that, I will take my turn. Right. So I've got an exhaustion card in hand, which is bad. So I can move 4. So it'd be 1, 2. Now what's that? Let's get an objective card. So nobody's gone through any of the farmers yet. But I could get that one out. I could get this one out of the way. And that's worth 2 money. I could get this one out of the way. I kind of want to do this helping the farmers thing because it's a new thing that we've not really.
Can I just check
Explored, yeah.
that these were meant to be in the bag? And
Yes.
Not, yeah, they were.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might do it. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to move my certificate marker down by 1. I'm then going to help up to 3 Grangeros. But I'm actually just going to help this one. No, I think I am going to help this one. So to help this one, he's got 4 sickles on him, so I need 4 strength. I don't have any strength on my player board, so I'm going to have to discard cows from my hand to make up the strength. So I'm going to discard a white and a green cow, which have got 4 sickles between them. And because I've used 2 cows, I get 1 exhaustion card. If I use 3 or 4 cows, I get 2 exhaustion cards. I think you can only do up to 4. Yeah. But I've now fulfilled this, which means I get all of the money that's next to him, which is none, but I also get the 2 money that's there. Now at this point, I take this farmer token off the board. I have a choice. I can either put it on here. I can either pay 6 money to put it face down on this space and I get a grain, and then that farmer's working for me, or I can just keep it face up by the side of my board. If I keep it face up, it's worth 2 points at the end of the game, and it might help contribute to some objective cards, but actually, I'm going to pay the 6 money, I'm going to put it face down, so I get the grain, and that is all of my money gone, but I've got that farmer now working for me, and I am now...
Did you get your certificate?
Skint. I got my certificate. I'm done.
So I'm going to go here, and I hope the hospitality at your hostelry is suitably.
For 1 peso, we will hurl insults at you from across a field.
And so I discard 2 cards
2 cows the same.
for
2 pesos.
and
And then you advance
I
your
will
train 1 space per
move my
engineer.
train a
Or-
magnificent 1 space,
Choo.
and that's my go.
I'm going to step on to the first building, please.
Just the first building.
Spend.
White cow for 2. And are you recruiting once or twice? Look at all that money.
I can recruit twice.
You
can't I?
can. It's 2 extra for the
Yeah.
for the second one.
So let's say I took this one,
That would cost you 7.
7, and then another one would cost me, from this row,
8.
would cost me 8. So that's 15.
15.
Which I
Do
have.
you have 15?
I do.
That's good.
Let's do that. So I get a ×2 thing. This one available, please. I get to just remove a card.
Remove a card from your hand out of the game.
Any card.
Any card.
So unfortunately, it's not an exhaustion card.
That's good.
I'll get rid of that.
Just move that off camera somewhere. That's right. Near enough.
That's my go.
You get 2 money.
2 money. Thank
2
you.
money as well.
Thank you.
And then you redraw. Right. So I'm here. So there is a slight problem with my plan of paying 6 to get that guy to work for me. In that I now don't have enough money to buy cows. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm actually going to stop here. So this is 1 grain for every farmer that I have. I have 2 farmers, so I get 2 grain. And then I can remove an exhaustion card from my hand out of the game. Done. And that's it. Turns are actually really quick in this game. Once you know the game,
Yeah.
turns can be very quick.
That's always been the case with Great Western Trail, isn't it?
4
Yeah,
hours for your first game, but once you know it,
exactly.
you can play it in like 2 hours.
It rattles along. Assuming people know what they're doing. Yes, they do actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I discard a
Black cow
Cow 2. And now I have the princely sum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 money and 2 gauchos. So what can I buy? With 2 gauchos, I can have a 3 card for. I have 2 of those. No,
So you got 2 gauchos.
2 gauchos.
So yeah, you can either buy an orange cow for 4.
Yeah.
You could buy a red cow for 2 or a blue cow for 2.
Blue cow. 2. I think. That's it.
Cheap.
My go.
So I'm going to move to the next grey building on here. That's a green cow.
Green cow for 2. And would you like to build a building?
Yes, I would like to build the same as what everyone else has built so far.
How do you want to build it?
Put it there.
Yep. Got your 2 money.
Costing 2 money. I'm not going to land on it for a while, but
So I'm going to go to here, but I have to go through this farmer on the way. So we've got our first payment to a farmer. That goes on there. Right. Now I've got 3 grain. So if I wanted to, and I think I do, I am going to spend 3 of that grain to move that disc to there. So that gets me 6 money immediately. Then I'm going to reveal my hand. Unfortunately, we have duplicate black cows, but it's still 6. So I get another 6 money. And then I can put a disc, and it's going to be this disc. And it's going to go on there. Now that costs 1 grain, and I don't have the grain, so I have to spend 2 money. The grain costs, and that's me done. And then I'll repopulate the board, and
That shouldn't be in my
You're
hand.
done.
I've only just drawn that.
it should be in your
my
discard. Yeah. So that's going to go on there. It's going to go on there. That's going to go on there. And then I will repopulate.
I'm going to go here and draw a grain. That's all I get. That's my go.
So that is 1 grain for each of your buildings, which is in a field area.
Which is 1.
Which is 1. Yeah.
I'm going to have to pay 4, unfortunately.
Woohoo!
So I'll give you a coin in a sec. I'm going to go to here. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I get an objective card.
Yep. You take any one of those 4, or you can take 1 off the top of the deck.
Let's take this one.
So that goes to your discard pile.
And
And then you've got a single auxiliary action and a train move of 1.
Confident you're going to have 2 farmers at the end.
might be.
Yellow and an orange one.
I'll take a grain. And
So that costs you a money, I think. I think it's
Oh,
spend
yes.
1 money to get 1 grain.
okay, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then
a train
the
move.
train movement, and you skip over the yellow space.
Yeah.
That's how trains work.
Good.
should have drawn up to my hand size.
It's been done.
Right, what we got?
I think
Ugh.
I think this chat is producing some of the worst puns that I've ever.
Oh, I don't know. We've
heard.
had some bad puns in the past.
I think James deserves some kind of prize.
A prize cow. So the problem is, going here I have to pay white, but I don't have that, and I don't have that. Oh, this isn't good at all. Right, I am going to go to here. So I have to pay white. There you go, have the money back. I don't have a green. Oh, and tell you what, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my exchange token. Before my turn starts, I'm going to use my exchange token. So I draw 2 cards because my hand is rubbish. One, 2. Then I discard 2 cards. 1, 2. Right, change of plan. I go here because I now have a white cow. So discard the white cow for 2 money. And then we go a recruiting. So I'm going to recruit this one for 7. Which goes on here, which allows me to discard a cow to gain a certificate. And I've only got 6 money, so I can't recruit a second one. Ah, that's my go done.
Well, I'm going to go here. Yeah, I've got 1 farmer, so I get 1 grain.
1 grain.
And then I'm going to
burn an exhaustion card.
if I had one, and a single action, which is to draw and discard.
Draw 1 and discard
1. Which is that. That's my go.
Okay. I feel like helping farmers yet, so I'm going to bypass that one and go all the way to the capital market.
3. Yep.
Discard this one for 2 money. And then I'm going to buy some stuff with my new dudes.
So you've got 3.
Yeah.
So you could buy those 2 for 5 money.
Yeah.
Or you could buy one of the browns for 6 money.
Yeah,
If you had 6.
No.
Or you could buy one of those for 2. Or you could buy both of them for 5. Or you could buy one of those for 4.
Yeah.
And for every gaucho that you're not using, you can add 2 more cards to the market.
This will cost me 4, you say? Oh, yeah.
An orange one for 4,
Yeah.
which uses up one of your gauchos.
Yeah. So I think maybe this is best to get these 2.
Spend 5 for those 2.
Yeah. Thanks.
All of those cows have gone. You're done?
Yep.
Right, so now I'm going to go via your building.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to discard a green cow for 2 money. And then I am going to build 2 money. And it's going to be the other level 1 building. And it's going to go... Now this isn't going to cost anybody anything.
Just slow us down.
Slows people down. But it allows me to move 1 extra space after I've done the thing that is the thing. So I don't know whether I want to put it on a risk space, because this risk space here is actually not bad at the moment, although it's only a movement of 1 afterwards, and a movement of 1 is there, which is rubbish. So now I'm going to put it here. Right, and that's me done. A new card.
From here, I think I'm going to use a token to draw 2, and then discard. Oh, discard 2. Oh dear. Discard those 2. Oh, no. Stays. That one goes. Right. Then I'm going to go to Buenos Aires.
So you have to go via 2 farmers on the way.
Yeah, I've got to put coins on them.
Yeah.
1 on him, 1 on him. Now,
You want to move that disc which is on Le Havre.
if I do. Yes, I'll put it there.
It costs you 1 grain.
Costs me 1 of my hard-earned grains.
And gets you 4 money.
And gets me 4 money.
Okay, and then reveal your hand. What you got?
Stand back and be amazed. 5.
5. So the exhaustion card goes out the game.
Yep.
So you get 5 more money.
5 money.
And then which ship do you want to put the disc on? You can have multiple discs of different players on these ships, but no player can have 2 discs on the same ship unless it's the 0 or the 18. You can have as many discs as you want on those ships.
Right, I think I'm going to put here.
Apparently I said a thing about doing a thing. Did I? I mean, anybody watching this who knows Great Western Trail is probably not seeing much different. Although you have now seen the farmers a little bit, and you have seen us doing this bit. So yeah, there are some differences.
So I've done that, and then now I have to do that.
That's the putting the disc on the boat.
Yeah,
you've
so
done.
I've done that.
And
So
then you
now
do
we
4,
come down
5,
here.
6.
So I think let's put a
And then
green fellow here.
I'll give you the bags.
Yep.
And then Rob, you can be doing
He
your
can go there, and he can go there.
getting expensive.
Certainly is.
8. He's got a big field.
Yeah.
What's the C bag?
So I'm going to go to here again. So I automatically get 1 grain.
1 grain.
And then I'm going to use my
Obviously reaction to
well, yes, I am going to use my auxiliary action to
Buy another
get
grain?
the grain to cost me 1 money.
because you're going to lose that money anyway when you
Yeah.
go past these farmers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I could go here for 2 grain. Taking an action for 2 grain. Not sure I want to do that. So no, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2. We're going to stop here. I'm then going to discard 2 cows of the same colour for 2 money. I'm then going to move my train 1 space for every engineer that I've got. I've got 3 of them. So I go 1, 2 into there. I spend 1 money to upgrade upgrade the train station. And then I am going to appoint this nice young lady as station master. Gets me that, which gets me 2 money immediately. And then end game scoring of 3 points for every 2 stations that I've upgraded. Done.
Here. Discard a white cow to get 2, which puts me on 14 money. What can I have for 14 money? Oh, I can have 2 gauchos. Him and him.
Well, for 14.
Yep, 6
Wow.
and 6 and 2. And neither of them's got a sickle. So I get to chuck out the game. Sorry, grey cow, but you're just not up to scratch. And that one goes down and I get another.
And it was 2 money as well.
Oh, was it 2 money as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So I end up with 2 left over. And I get another one of these. That's my go.
All right, so I'm going to go to here.
Ooh, you're stopping on a farmer.
Yes.
So we've not seen this yet, but first of all, you have to give him money, but you don't have any.
No.
You have to give him money, but you don't have any. Then you have to give him money, but you don't have any.
Yep.
But now we are stopping on a farmer. So when you stop
Yep.
on a farmer or a granjero, you can help them out. You need 5 strength points. You've got
Okay,
1 on your
got
board.
1 on my board, yeah.
So 4 points worth of cows will do it.
I can spend these 2.
So they go to your discard pile.
Which I think, but it may be. Yeah, I'm going to get one exhaustion this way.
You will get 1 exhaustion card to your discard
I
pile.
can do it a different way and get a better deal, maybe, but I don't know. Gets me another exhaustion. I think I'm going to try it. It may be bad. We'll see what happens. I'm going to spend 3 cards for a total of 4 instead, Which
You've just discarded that
sorry,
one.
which gives me a second exhaustion.
Yeah, so if you use 3 or more,
Yeah.
3 or 4 counts, you get 2 exhaustion cards. Okay.
I mean, it sounds rubbish, but
But you have now helped that farmer. You get the 2 money that was on him and the 0.
Yeah.
But now that's yours.
Yeah.
And you haven't got the 6 money, so it just goes
No.
face up next to your player board.
it's my
Yeah, somewhere.
okay.
Right.
Do you draw a new hand?
And you needed that face up farmer for the objective card that you took, didn't you? I think.
Yes.
I think you did. Yeah.
Yes. One of the ones I mean.
Right. So, how am I doing with sickles? Yes. So, is there much money on farmers now? There isn't at the moment, is it? I mean, there's 3 here. I could get another farmer. I could totally do this. So I'd get 3, 4. I've got 8. That's 12. Oh, that's 8. No, I could do it on one of them. I might do it. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to add another certificate. I'm then going to use, I've got no strength on here. So I'm going to use 4 points of strength to sort out this, help this farmer out, who gets me 3 money. And then I'm going to pay 6 to have him as another farmer and get a grain. And that is my go done. Draw 2 cards.
I'm going to go 2.
Pay Rob a money.
Okay, Rob coin. And discard a green to get 2.
Are you upgrading a building?
I'm going to upgrade this building. With
Does
this
the
one.
upgraded one go out of the game?
Yes,
Thought it did.
but if you just put the new one on top, you can't go back from that.
Okay.
And that's my go.
Yep.
Oh, did I pay 2 to do that? I don't think I did. Need to pay 2.
Right. So I've got no choice but to go to Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires. So you don't have a disc to move, so we
No.
go straight to step 2.
So there's Aries.
So this is going to get.
That's going to get gotten rid of. But
Removed.
you've only got 3 points
I know.
worth of cows.
I
But
gambled on getting a nice set of
Yeah.
cards. But,
You got one. You got these. Don't forget. You could use.
oh yeah.
do you want to use
Sorry,
that before
do
your
that.
turn?
Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
So you draw 2.
Yeah.
And then discard 2.
That's a very good point. Thank
Did Paul need to take the exhaustion for the last farmer? Did I not take the exhaustion? I think you're right. Well spotted. Yeah, I didn't, because I used 2 cows to help. Thank you very much.
Can't take your eyes off him for
No.
a minute, can you?
you. Okay. So then I will discard this.
Yeah.
From the game.
Right.
And I get 6.
You're 6.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. Could have been quite bad.
Yeah, these are an amazing addition.
Yeah.
Just give you a little bit of extra flexibility. Get you out of a hole.
And then on this one.
Right. What are you going to do with that 6?
So I can.
You can go on there, 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 or there.
I guess I should sacrifice a grain to go on here. I'm going to take up this space.
So you spent a grain to do that.
And then I do this.
And you do that. And if you want to pass the bags to Rob.
Thank you.
Where am I? I'm here. Right. Where am I going to go? I see that's moving my train again. There's 2 spaces that move the train based on the number of engineers. I hadn't realised that.
This one would go here, I suppose.
Was that? Yes, goes on the lowest numbered space.
So I'm gonna put this one
So
on and move
was
them
that.
to end track.
And then new tiles. That will change what I do. Do we take the slowly approach? No, I think I'm going to go 1, 2 onto here. So I do a double auxiliary action, but actually I've only got... Oh no, I can do that one. So I get 2 money. And then I get to move my estanciero 1 space, throw away black cow for 2 money. And then cow market timer. I think I'm going to spend 4 money to buy one of those orange cows. It's my go done.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Go.
You take the last coin off
Yeah.
the man who's at the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll move my train forward 1. Weehaw! And do a thingy. I would have paid 1 money to get grain, but for some reason I don't have any left.
I wonder
Why that is.
Yeah.
Instead of which I will. I dare take some money, or somebody will have it off me, won't they? Not yet.
Those pesky farmers.
Those pesky farmers.
Have we got any green hands out? We have, but none of us have been using any green hands yet, have we?
Not yet.
So these farmers here, these were all black hand farmers. I hope.
Increasing my ready money by an infinity percentage points, and that's.
You may take an
I'll
objective
take
card.
an objective card. Let's have this one. That one, yes, that one goes into my discard pile.
I didn't know if there was any objective cards that needed something in the west, because the west is always the cheap option.
Okay. So, it's my go.
Think so.
Okay, so I'm going to move to here, please.
So 1, 2, 3.
I could stop there, but it's 1 grain for 1 turn.
It's 1 grain. Yeah.
Just wondering, because it's going to be a while before this sales, is it?
That's going to sail here.
Right. So it might happen fairly soon. Yeah, I think I'll leave it for now. I'm going to do that. Yes. I'll be boring.
Okay, 1 grain.
Yeah.
Right, my go. Well, I'm going to go here because I've got 3 farmers, so it would be silly not to get 3 grain. And then I am going to. I'm going to get rid of that exhaustion card. That's me done.
I'm going to go 1.
Somebody's just said there's 8 neutral buildings here instead of the 7 in Great Western Trail. Well spotted. That's why there's 2 buildings that move your thing along. Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Well spotted.
Move my train, and I will have a double auxiliary, which turns out to be only a single auxiliary. But whilst I've still got a coin, I might as well turn it into
a grain.
Yep. And that's my go.
All right. I'm going to move on to the building spot, please.
This one?
Yeah. I don't have a green card. But I can build this.
You can upgrade your current building from a level 1 building to a level 2 building. Yep.
But I can't build it independently. So
No.
I could build this though.
Or you could build the other one. Yep.
I think I'll build this then. Yeah. So where does it go?
Cost you 2 minutes.
Where does it go? Grain spot for sure. No one really built up yet in terms of farmers, is there? So it's always going to be an easy option for people to go through there. So.
Yeah.
I'll play the long game.
You all done?
Yep.
Right. So because my train is here, that means I can actually come off. I have to go via this one. And there isn't one there, so it actually doesn't make a difference at the moment. But yeah, shame I hadn't moved my train more. But that's okay. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. So I have to drop off the money to this farmer and the money to that farmer. I don't have another disc, so I reveal my hand and I have 7. And Do I want to use any certificates? I don't think I do. So 7 will be fine. And I'm going to put a disc on the number 7. Yeah, which costs me 2 grain. And I must take an objective card. And that will be that one. And we've done that, and then I'll repopulate and you can take your go. Take that and click
2.
that
I've got
one.
4 gauchos, so I draw 4 cards. 1, 2,
Could you pass me the bags, Rob, please?
4, and I get 2 certificates. Roll.
All right. Yep. So unfortunately, I have to go 4 money because there's really no other option at the moment.
We could go here and pay farmers loads of money.
Yeah. Right. Try and help them, I suppose.
Yeah, the money hasn't built up on the farmers as much as it did in our game last night.
Same. 2 money. I get to move my train on 1. I think that's it.
Right. So I am back to the start. Have the money. Do I have the white cow? I do have the white cow, so let's go here. So white cow for 2 money. Right. Job market time. Now you can't buy from the row with this token in, can you? You can. So I will spend 7 for this engineer here. Throwing away cow to get certificate. I've then got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't buy a second one. So that's me done. That's right, isn't it, Peter? You can't buy from the row where that is.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move. I don't have any coins. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. I can't get. Oh, yes, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So because of all the
You can take the
farmers,
shortcut.
you can take the shortcut. You can go to here and then here, which saves you.
Not being able to get to the end.
Yeah. So where were you? Here.
No, here.
Here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, which turns up there. So step 1 is skipped.
And that's because I don't have any.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So now I declare my hand, and I have a mighty 9.
Ooh.
And
Very good.
I have 2 certificates as well. So why not?
You're going to make it 11?
Make it 11.
So you get 11 money.
11 money.
Yeah. Now, where do you want to put your disc?
Well,
You can go all the way up to here if you wanted.
I think I want to put it somewhere where I can get black disc down. So 9.
9 is a black disc, but he's not going to sail until later in the game.
Whereas 11 is also
11 is going to sail a lot earlier.
But it's 4 grain.
Yeah, they're all 4 grain because it's a long way to Liverpool.
But that's what you have to pay if you want to put a black disc down. So I'm going to put a black disc down. I'm going to put this one on the 11.
Yep. So you have to spend 4 grain. You've got
I've
2.
only got 2.
So you have to
I
spend 4 money.
4 money. Ouch. Which is a significant nibble into my profit margin. But that's what I'm doing. I've put that down, which increases my
Hand size is now 5.
But I don't get anything else for it.
No.
And then I just put
Got 3 things on the board.
pass me the bags and I'll do that.
And then it's Rob's go.
It's quite a good, big advantage, that, isn't it?
Hand size of 5, yeah.
Especially at this stage in the game.
Right, there's nowhere to place him, so he goes out of the game.
Right, yep. Sorry, mate. No home for you. Oh, hang on. Before you take your turn, Rob.
Yeah.
Depending on what tiles Peter puts out, we
there's
might
gonna be
have.
a sale.
You going to do it?
No.
You're not going to do it. Okay.
Now this goes 1, 2, 3 here.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I need to get ahead in the train.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're watching this to see what's new in Great Western Trail Argentina, let us know what you think of it so far. Do you feel that it's sufficiently different enough of a game that you would get this as well if you owned the original? Or not? Because opinions seem to be mixed. And that's opinions based on people who haven't actually played it. They've just made a judgment that it's so similar to the original that what's the point of owning both? And I get that argument. I totally get that argument.
I'm going to move to here.
We'll talk about that more at the end.
I'll get Rosette.
You get a certificate, and now you can help up to 3 of the Grangeros.
Yeah, I'm going to help one, which is the rightmost green one.
This one?
For 3 money. Yeah.
6 strength needed. You've got 1 on your board.
Oh, 1 on my board already. Yeah.
You have 1 on your board.
Slightly. So I could help us. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Actually, it's a bit I'm wasting one here. So I'll take this one instead.
Cool. Okay.
Because I got 7 with those 2 combined.
Right.
Plus the 1 on the board.
So you get an exhaustion card.
Yeah. Okay.
You help that one. You get 3 money. Do you want to enlist them as a farmer or not?
Yeah. Seems like a good plan. So I go.
Did you get the 3 money?
I didn't yet. No.
Right. And you flip the farmer face down, so it's on the brown side. That's it. You all done?
Yep. Done.
I am going to go to here, I think. Or am I? I'd upgrade that to that. Don't know whether I want to upgrade that to that. No, I think I'm going to skip this building. So where was I? Here? 1. Paid you a money? Did I pay you a money?
Not that I remember.
No, I don't think you
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I pay you a money as I go through. I've got 2 cows, the same, for 2 money. And then I can move my train 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. Draw back up, and that is me done.
Okay, well, I'm going to stagger from the railway station into the recruitment hut.
Jobs are us.
And get 2 money. For am I going to do that? Actually, that's an interesting point. Yes, I am. I am going to do that. I am going to discard that. I am going to get 2 money, and there's a good reason for that, because I'm only able to buy 1 worker, but I can buy this one for 9.
Sickleman.
And he costs me 9.
9.
And I happen to have
9.
9. 9. So that is what I'm going to do. That's my go.
Have you seen any German soldiers nearby? 9. 9?
Well, Blackadder never gets old, does it?
No.
I go here. So I can do the double thing.
Yep.
I could spend 2 money to get 2 grain,
You can.
which I'll do.
And then you get 1 movement.
I get movement to there. So I'm going to move this train on 1.
Train on
which is
1.
Actually there.
Just there. Or into there if you wanted to.
I guess another white disc off the board, which I'm not so keen on at the moment. And then I can spend another 2 to get another 2 grain. Which I'll do.
Nice. 8 grain.
Am I maxed out on grain now? My
You
grain,
are.
so I like
Did you get so much great?
Well, I just did it. I just got
You
4.
just got 4.
Oh, right.
Double auxiliary action followed by double auxiliary action.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all part of the plan.
Okay. So where am I? What am I doing?
Gently.
Right. I think I'm going to do a thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. It might be a bit crazy, but I'm going to go. Maybe I won't. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, that's quite good. Yeah, we'll go here. Move my train 3 spaces. I only need to move it 1. So Is that a bit of a waste? I think there's a better way of doing this. No, I don't think there is. So I'm just going to move it 1. I am going to pay the coin to upgrade that station. And then I am going to establish...
Cool. Doing well on the station upgrades.
Yeah, so I've got a permanent certificate, and I don't know what that is.
That's an infinite. Oh no, at the bottom.
The bottom.
For each pair of those, you get 3 victory
Yeah.
points. At the
What
end
are
of the game.
those?
Those are these.
Are they? I'll have to have a look at that.
Are they?
Because that's the stations.
Yeah, those are the stations. So,
It does look like the sail of a ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Right. I've then got a double auxiliary action. Where am I? Yeah, I've got double auxiliary action. So I think. Oh. Do I really want to push this? I think I'm a bit short on the old money. So I think I'm going to draw 2, discard 2. Draw 2. Discard that one. I'm going to discard that one. Right. Me done.
okay. I'm going to go here. I'm sorry, I can't pay you because I haven't got any money.
All these excuses all the time.
But suddenly I've got a green cow that I can turn into 2 money, which I can then spend to build a house. I'm going to build an house here.
Yeah.
So Steve's in the chat talking about Rails to the North. So
Yeah.
Rails to the North was the expansion for the original game. Are they releasing a Rails to the North expansion for Great Western Trail 2nd Edition?
They have done, I think.
I don't have that. I need to make a phone call or send an email.
I think they have.
So there is a Rails to the North expansion for the 2nd
I'm
edition.
pretty sure there is.
Okay.
I bought the Northern Rail expansion for the basic set.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it again.
Right. Is that for me? Cool.
Which is best actually. Sorry, no, I'll give it to because you're gonna have to spend it anyway.
So where are you going?
So that coin will go to. I'll go through here instead.
Well, it's free. There's no hands on it.
Yeah, you don't have to pay
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry.
It's only if there's hands.
Yeah.
My little hovel doesn't deserve any money.
Right. That's a relief.
Okay. 2nd edition expansion is arriving. Right. Yes, I definitely need to make a phone call then. Yeah, it is already out. Thank you very much for letting me know. I'd forgotten all about that, to be honest. I will send my contact at Plan B Games an email.
I think my only option is to buy that one, isn't it?
What did you think of Rails to the North? Did
I've
you...
not played.
Oh. Okay.
Played the base game like 50, 60 times. Never played Rails to the North. Because you're 4.
Yeah, it's my only option, I think. Because there's nothing else in that middle.
Pick up a brown cap 6.
I'm got 6.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks.
But did you want to replenish the market before that? Because you can spend your extra gauchos to replenish the market.
All right. 1 per game.
Every gaucho is 2 cards.
Okay. Yeah. Well, why not? 2 cards from hand.
No. Two cards from there
Okay.
into here for every gaucho that you use, and you can do that before you buy.
All right. And that means, but it just means I have less to spend on cards then.
It means you have less gauchos to spend on cards.
Let's do that.
But if you do 1 gaucho
1 gaucho,
for 2 cards,
Yeah.
because then
I can at least see 2 more.
Yeah.
And then I might be able to buy better.
what you got?
A 3 and a 4.
Okay.
Does this go in here?
Yes.
So now, if you wanted to,
I could buy the 3 instead.
you could spend your remaining 2 gauchos to buy that for 2.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
There you go.
It's better. Thank you. I'm not as familiar with even the base game as some are. So.
You all done?
Yep.
So I go here because why not? So double auxiliary action will be It's going to be mighty expensive. Do I want to move my train even more? See, I don't really want to bypass this space because this space is good for me because that gets me three grain. I'm trying to work out if I actually need any of this stuff. I don't. So I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I can't get home. No, I'll just stop there and get 3 grain. And then a single auxiliary reaction, which will be spend a coin, move a train. Yeah, that'll do. Rails to the North is apparently in UK shops. Right.
I seem to be doing spectacularly badly at this game. It's
Good news
like,
for me and Rob.
yeah, it's just like, you know,
Well, you've got loads of gaucho.
I know sometimes you just get kind of stuck, and you
can do the big cow strategy.
because I've got no grain, and I've got no money, and okay, so I'm going to go. Options really just seem to be thin, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to get rid of 2 cows. Same 2 ones.
2 money.
Get 2 money.
And you move your train 1 space.
I'll move my train 1 space, which will hop over yours exactly the way trains do in real life, and that's my go.
They do in Devon anyway.
That's true. Devon's a special place. Right. I'm going to pay money to here and stop here.
So you have to pay money to both of them.
I do.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yep.
But then I'm going to.
Because you're stopping there, but then you're going to get it back. If you need 5 strength to help that farmer.
I'm going to pay this yellow cow, which has 5 sickles on it.
Okay, so you get an exhaustion card to your discard pile. Yep. And then you get all of the money that farmer has and the extra 1. And then I guess you don't have the 6.
Unfortunately not.
So he just becomes face up next to your playboard.
2 points at the end of the game.
I'm going to move 1, 2. Right. So we don't have any discs, so we can't do that. I'm going to reveal my hand. I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Certificates. I might as well use some of these certificates because I'm not doing anything else with them. So what have I got? 7? Yeah, let's make it 11. So I get 11 money. And I am then going to spend 4 grain to put a disc on. And it is going to be... Ooh. Do you get 3 money for that? I think you do.
Yeah.
So I could take that off. That gives me 2 sickles.
Yeah. And you get 2 money. 3 money. I looked at doing that.
That seems really good.
But
let's do something different.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this space here gives me 2 permanent sickles. And what did I get? 11. Yeah. That goes on there.
Yeah.
I spent the 4 grain.
Okay.
I could have done that as
well. Well, you could have done that instead.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant do that and then that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'll start restocking, but that's going to trigger a shipment. So let's just hang fire. That's going to go onto there. That's going to go onto there. So that's going to trigger the yellow ship leaving. And then I'm going to put that one there. Right. So what happens when the yellow ships leave is that one goes, and that is going to Le Havre, and it's port number or key number 1. So those go there. And that's that gone. That's going to key number 2. And that's going to key number 1. Right. And then those ships have gone. They're out of the game. We don't need them now. But then what we do is we take the remaining ships. So these were all fixed at the start of the game. And we take 2 of these. And these are not ships that will go to a particular port. So I don't quite know where we're going to put these, because I kind of want to keep them in order. I'll just put them there and there for now. But yeah, these ships will not sail to a port. That you just put discs on them, and they'll be worth points at the end of the game. And that's it. So we've now got extra discs in here. Now it has to be said that we just have a look over here. Any discs. So you'll notice Rotterdam doesn't have a second key, but Le Havre does have a second key. So any disc that is moved from here to one of these quadrants, I mean, first of all, it's worth 1 point at the end of the game if it's still there. But if you want to move it, you get a discount of 2 grain. So this is the grain cost to move that disc into one of the sectors. But anything that's here gets a discount of 2.
Why does that say discs equals 0 victory points?
And any disc here is worth 0 points at the end of the game.
What's the point of saying that?
Just so it is standard iconography on each of them.
Okay.
That's an A.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. Move my train 1 space and do a double auxiliary action. Will be to get
And then I draw 4 cards.
1. Did I do that right? I'm sure I missed something. No, that's right. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's my go.
All right. So
So you've got a hand size of 5 now, haven't you?
white
Oh.
plus.
I should have an extra money. Oh no, in fact, I'll just keep a certificate. I forgot, I've got 1 permanent certificate. So
Brilliant.
So am I right in playing? I can play this objective card now.
you can play that any time in step A or B of your turn, which is now.
Right, and
You get the 2 money immediately. Yep.
and I'm going to bypass this guy by coming off the track here. Go to Buenos Aires.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 6 grain to move my disc to there.
Wow.
Get 12 money.
12 money and 3 points at the end of the game. Very nice.
I'm going to go to this stage. Get rid of those 2. To the somewhere. Thank you.
Double exhaustion cards. Yep.
I've got 1 card left, which is this, and combine with a rosette to get 3. Another grain. I can't go on the same boat twice, can I?
No.
So it's going to have to be a 0, I think.
Yeah.
Unless I pay. No, it has to be 0. doesn't
Has to be 0.
So that's unfortunate because that's minus 2 points into the game. But I do get 2 money.
You do get 2 money. Yeah.
Yeah.
When is the cow market replenished, Sir Steve? It's exactly the same as in the original game. It's the next time this moves. So when this marker moves to here, the cow market is going to replenish here and here. So it's twice during the game, same as the base game. But we've also got these extra icons on which tell us when the ships depart. In fact, we can put these ships together now. So that's for there. That's for there. That's for there. Right.
I'm going to go for sickle and power. I immediately get 2 money. Is that right?
That's base. Oh, sorry, there, yes. Yep.
I don't think I do. So, yeah. That. And then this one.
That was that.
That was
put, and then you do that, and then I'll give you the bags.
So what happens, because that track's already full over there?
Yeah, you just discard it.
Discard it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So I've got 2 permanent sickles, but I've got loads of money. I need to hire some people. Let's hire some people. So I'm going to move here. Discard that, 2 money. And then let's hire. So 5 for this one. Discarding. Now I think that's discard any cow. I don't think that's discard an exhaustion card.
No.
So it's discard any cow for a certificate. And then I am going to spend. I could buy another one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's spend another 10. Right. On another one of those, which goes in there, which gets me
Wow.
2 free movements.
Lots of engineers.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm going to go. You done?
I am done. Yes.
I'm going to go here. Well, actually, before I do, I'm going to play a
Objective card.
objective card that gets me 3 money.
3 money, yep.
And then I'm going to move here. I'm going to pay 1 money and get a green. And then move forward 1. I will discard a black cow to get 2 money. And then I will go to the cattle market. Now I have 4 gauchos. I can spend 6 money and get a 5 card, which will be that one. And that's
2
what I'm getting.
gauchos.
Yeah,
I've got 4
four
gauchos.
yeah.
So 6 money for a purple cow. Nice.
Very good. At the start, I'm going to go on to the recruitment square.
Yep, white cow for 2.
What cow indeed?
It says money seems to be easier to get in this game than in the base game. Not sure.
Probably qualified.
don't know.
Well, I mean, helping the farmers gets you money. Whereas in the base game, you have to spend money to get rid of the hazard. So yeah, I think maybe it's another way of getting money.
It slows you down later, doesn't it?
It does slow you
Because
down later.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
Well, money seems to be easier for you two to come by, not for me.
So I can buy these 2 and it costs me 12.
You can.
Yes.
And I get a free building.
You get free-
Two
No, a normal building action.
normal building.
Yeah. So you can build up to a level 3 building, or you can upgrade your level 1 building to a level 4 building.
So that's 12 money.
Yeah. It'll cost you 6 to do 3 levels of builds.
So I go build this.
Which
Level 3
is-
building.
That's a level 2 building.
Oh,
You
sorry.
can build it, but that's only a level 2 building.
Okay, so I get 2 back.
If that's the one you want to build. If you don't want to build a level 3 building.
I don't know. At the moment, it's good. That gets me grain.
Grain and put a disc directly on here, I think.
Yeah, one. Well, okay, yeah. You've convinced me.
I'm just thinking the level 3 ones are
Yeah.
better than the level 2 ones.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it?
Some sort of grain space, I think. Just deliberate if you want to, or do you need to be there?
No, I don't think so. Is that your last?
That's the last thing I'm doing.
That'll be your last thing.
Except drawing cards.
Oh, and you're doing that because you placed 2 of these. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got an objective card, which I have not quite done. I don't want to pay all of these, so I think I'm going to go through this building, paying Rob a coin. So 1, 2.
That was the wrong place.
Want to change it?
I was going to put. Just realised that probably there is better, isn't it?
Okay.
At the moment.
Yep. I mean, it's not got any hands on it, so
Yeah.
doesn't change what I do.
In that case, yeah. All right.
Okay. So 1, 2. I think I might stop here actually. Yeah, I'm going to discard that for 2 money, and then I'm going to use my 1 builder to build. Oh, so both of my level 1 buildings are out, so I'm looking at upgrading. So I'm going to upgrade that to that. And you're saying if you leave it on top.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's what I have done.
Okay, right. I'll move there. I get 2 certificates and draw 4 cards. Roll, you're going to.
Again, well, I suppose this goes easy because I'm just going to go here and take 3 green.
You get 1, 2, 3 because they're all on field spaces. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use this building. This building gets me one of these tokens, but also I can help 3 Grangeros on the board, and I get +3 sickles for doing it. So I've actually got 5 sickles already, and I can add ones from my hand if I want to. Which I'm going to do. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gets me an exhaustion. So I've got 9 sickles. I'm going to help out this one for 2 money and this one for 1 money. I get 3 money. And then I'm going to spend 6 to turn one of them. Oh, no, that doesn't work. No, it's okay. I'm just going to keep him here. It's points at the end of the game, so it's fine. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
I'm
Miscounting.
going to go. No, this is good because I can. Yes. I can go here and get 1 grain.
You can.
And then I can do a single auxiliary action.
Yep.
And spend 1 coin
For
to
1
get
grain.
another grain.
Yep.
That's my go.
Go here.
Michael's just tuned in. So Michael, you can, if you wanted to, rewind right to the start, and I spend about 5 minutes talking about all of the differences, and then you can zoom forward and catch back up to speed. Or watch it later. It's up to you. But yeah, I cover the major differences at the start of the video.
Go in the building space. I'm going to build a level 2 building. 4 money.
Yeah, or you can upgrade.
I'm just going to build a level 2.
Okay. Black hand. So 4 money.
Yeah.
I move to here. I get rid of 2 cows, same colour for 2 money. I then move my train 4 spaces. Do I want to stop there? Or do we want to carry on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let somebody else have a go. Yeah, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. Spend 4 money. Oh, that's a blight disc. Ooh, hello. So I think now we are going to upgrade hand size. That goes there, and I am going to appoint that to there. Finished.
Okay, I'm going to use my token to draw 2. And then discard 2.
It's the wrong place, isn't it? Ignore me.
Okay. Then I'm going to take a shortcut through the exit here,
Yeah, hop on your train.
off the slip road onto the A38, and
Other A roads are available.
go here.
Okay. You have a disc up there if you wanted to move it.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. I've got 3.
You've got 3 grain, and for your objective, you do need to have built. You need to have placed a disc somewhere in the northern quadrant.
And that is the northern quadrant.
Yep.
So if I go here,
That works. You get 5 money. That costs you your 3 grain.
Yeah, which is going to cost me big time when I come to.
Right. Let's have a look at your cows. What you got?
Okay, I've got 2, 4, 6, 9, 10.
10.
Plus 2 is 12.
12. 12 money.
Nice.
12 money. Not for long. Where am I going to put it? That's the big thing, because I'm going to take this one, which gets me an extra 3 money. 15. What's 15 going to get me? So
So anything up to 9 then, because you're already on the 11.
I think I'm going to go here.
Ooh, controversial.
Because I just don't
Extra
want to
money.
lose the money. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I put some guys on the board.
Yep.
He goes.
And then Rob, you can.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to trigger. Oh, no, it might trigger a restock.
It does.
It does trigger a restock. Okay.
And he is going to go here.
Right. So 3-player game. Cow market should be at least 12 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 5 cards. I think he means if you want to restock these. And just for those of you that have tuned in halfway through, if indeed we are halfway through, I think we probably are. Just as a reminder, this isn't a sponsored video. This is just us 3 playing a game. We've decided to live stream it just to produce content for you. In fact, for most of December, I'm going to be taking, apart from next Friday, every other Friday in December is going to be an all-day games day. We're going to be live streaming it, playing through lots of the new Essen games, and it's purely funded through the Patreon campaign. So if you're one of my Patreon supporters, thank you very much. And if you're not one of my Patreon supporters, but you want to help support the channel, it's patreon.com/gaming rules. Your support basically means that I can take time off work to start making more videos like this so that you can enjoy them. Hopefully you enjoy them. We certainly enjoy playing.
If anybody spotted my deliberate mistake, I took that disc off even though it was a white port, so I've moved it across from there to there.
Right.
And I need to put that 3 money back, which means I haven't
Oh,
got
that's
enough,
where you got the 3 money. Right.
means I haven't got enough money to do the thing I wanted to do, so yes, never mind.
I wondered where you got the 3 money from. But... So that was your go.
Yes.
So now it's Rob's go.
Yeah, I did my go. I moved
Oh, you
to
did
here,
go.
I spent 2 cards to get 2 money.
Yep, and you've moved your train a bit.
line.
Right, okay. So me. What was I doing? I don't know. I've lost track. What colour am I? Blue. Do I want to take another objective card? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want that one. It's going to start slowing down now, isn't it? Full movement. So if I was to go here, then next time I'd be like 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, so I'll go here. I'll take an objective card, the discard pile, train movement of 1, and a single auxiliary action, which will be to draw a card and discard a card. Draw a card, discard a card.
Okay.
That's my go done.
So I will once again stagger off the platform onto the job centre.
I'm going to read what that objective does. Not objective. Station master tile.
Which one?
That one. I think it is for on ships. It's got to be on ships.
Yeah, it's got the sales.
See page 19. 3 victory points for every 2 of your player discs placed on the 8 ships remaining at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If you have more than 1 disc on the ships with loading value of 0 or 18, each of these does count. Okay.
So I'm going to discard that.
Thank you, Chrissy, for posting the link.
Then I'm going to buy 2 characters out of the labour exchange.
There's not many people in the market, is
I'm
there?
going to have him and him. Cost
That's
20.
20.
Now this gets me 3 money, so that
Yeah.
goes. Wasn't there long. Easy come, easy go. Now this gets me 3 money, and there's a picture of a cow.
Yeah.
So
So you get a trip to the cow market.
so I can buy a cow.
Good timing.
So
Yep.
I've got 4 money, and 6
6.
gauchos.
So
I've
you
got
could-
more gauchos than money.
Yeah.
And more
So
money than sense.
what do you want to do with that 4 money?
What can I do?
You can
with
buy an
them?
orange cow for 4 money.
Well, I can do that.
You can.
So I can buy 2, 3
In
cows.
fact, you could do that twice.
Yeah.
So you could spend 4 money to buy those 2, 3 cows, and they're both worth 3 points.
But that leaves me with 2 gauchos left
2
over.
gauchos.
So I'll use a gaucho to turn over 2.
Yeah.
Which is that
Yep.
one and that one. And the same again. And then I will use
The
4
remaining
money.
4 gauchos. Yeah.
Oh. No. The remaining 2 to get these 2
Yep.
into my discard pile for 4.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's my go.
Should that be replenished? That.
You should.
Thank you.
Full of gauchos.
So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to take this one. One of the things I need. Both of the things. No, one of the things. Yeah.
Discard pile.
Discard pile.
Yeah.
Correct. Sorry. Then I'm going to do the discard a card, draw a card thing. Or draw a card and then discard a card.
Yeah, draw and then discard.
Yeah.
And then train movement of 1. You 2 just keep. Do you want to go in and upgrade, or do you want to move on?
Yeah, I'll go in. Just, yeah, upgrade.
So you spend 1 money to put a disc on there.
It's got to be a white disc.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that's black one, isn't it? Yeah, sorry.
I made the same mistake just now.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. Move my train 3 spaces. And I've got a double auxiliary action, which will be. It will be just to take 2 money. Yep.
So I've only got 4 movement. So 1, 2, that's as far as I can get.
1, 2, 3.
And I've got no money.
I mean, you could go,
Yeah.
but yeah. So you get no money, so you don't have to pay
Well,
roll.
hang on, that's worth a thought. I don't have the money to promote a farmer if I. No. So I've actually got 4.
You've got 1,
sickles
2,
here
3, 4 sickles.
Yeah. So I'm not far away from being able to do something useful with them.
Yeah.
But I haven't got the money to promote them yet. I'm working on it. So I think I will go there. I will discard the green cow, get 2 money. I'm not building a building because I can't afford to build the only buildings I can build. Oh, can I build? Well, I could put that on top of that.
Yeah, it's a level 2. Could put well, no, that's another level 2.
I could put a level 3
Level
on
3.
top of that. Or that one. That allows me to buy a worker at a discount. It's a very good card. Tile, but the one I've got there is very good anyway. I don't really want to lose it, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll do a single auxiliary action. I will spend a gold to gain a grain, which is a very weak move, but there it is. Okay, that's my go.
I think we might have been playing this slightly wrong.
Oh.
A disc from a space with white corners can be placed onto any ship. So I don't know whether we have been playing it wrong, but I think we've misunderstood it. So you can put a white disc onto any ship.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
But the black ones,
You can only put black discs onto. Ones
you can only
that are
put black onto
yeah.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, but why would you want to? Because
Exactly, 'cause
the
black's
black
better.
discs are better.
So yeah.
Okay.
So white does not have to go onto white. White can go anywhere,
Yes.
but the advantage if you can place onto a black
yeah,
surrounding
usually
you want to use a black disc because
they're better.
they're better.
Yeah.
But you can put white ones anywhere.
Okay, this is my go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go here.
Well, you know the answer to that question is always yes in board games.
Oh, really? Am I that slow?
No. And anytime anybody ever says that, the answer is always yes.
Okay, yeah. So I could instead pay 2 money to get 2 grain, or I could gain 2 money. I'll take the grain just because I. Yeah.
Take the green.
Take the grain. Loads of grain, but it's used more. And then this place a white disc on one of these.
Yeah, so this is get 2 grain and then place a white disc on Rotterdam key number 1.
Sorry, then in that case I'll take the money and then take the grain because I've got too much grain otherwise. So I would have gone on 4 money.
Okay.
And then I get 2 grain anyway.
Yeah. So you put a disc on there.
Excellent. From anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, from any white space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Steve is blaming you for making him buy the first game.
That's fine.
And he's going to have to buy this one as well.
As long as you're going to enjoy it, my job is done. But also, if you're watching this video and you think, okay, we've seen it being played, I'm now not going to buy it, that also makes me happy. Because my job here is to, well, obviously play games and enjoy playing games, but to basically show you how they're played, to help you make a decision whether you want to buy it or not to try and persuade you to buy games. Yeah, please don't buy games just because I'm playing them. Right. Do I go there, or do I go there, or do I go there? I've only got 3 money, so visiting the cow market doesn't seem very good when I've only got 1 gaucho. So I think, I mean, I could go to Kansas. I've got a rubbish hand. Really rubbish. Is the ship about to sail to the... What discs have I got on ships? How much grain have I got? Not a lot. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to go here. So I go 1, 2, 3. Got 3 farmers. I get 3 grain. And I can get rid of an exhaustion card. Yeah. Rubbish. That's my go done.
Right, well, I'm going to have to go here first, which means I give you my only coin
Give me.
again. But then I get to discard 2 of those for 2 money. And
Move the train 1
my
space.
Train. Chuff. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to have to skip something as well, I think.
Only got 2 sickles. Stations, done that. I'm not in this.
Why not?
Six. Yeah, perfect.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You can only move 4.
I can only move 4.
Yeah.
Because it's the wrong number of players. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that then.
Stop there, get 2 grain.
I'm already full. It's a bit wasteful, but
Oh, that's not...
1 grain. Or I could buy those 2 if I stop there for 4 money.
Yep.
So let's do that instead. I don't have a black card. That's fine.
Okay. So you've got 3 gauchos.
Yeah.
And you're going to buy those 2 for 2 each.
Yeah.
And you've got 1 gaucho spare if you...
I could reset the
Well,
market.
3 gauchos. So you get to do that once.
Oh, so you get to do that once. Sorry.
Or
Yes.
if you've got 5 money, you can buy 2
Right. That's right. Yeah. I do. It's not.
Yeah,
as I
it's
thought.
2 gauchos to buy one of the 3 cards for 2 money.
Not quite as good as I hoped, but yeah. There we go. I'm just going to buy that then. So we're stopping there for. I guess it's better than that.
Hmm.
There we go.
I'm going to ignore all of this. I'm just going to go get on the train, go over here. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 grain to move this disc from here to here, which gets me 6 money. Then I'm going to reveal my hand. I've got some duplicates. So I've got 5. Permanent certificate is 6.
Did you put it on the right disc, on the right space?
Put it here.
Oh yes. Sorry, the 6 is underneath.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So I've got 6 money, unless I want to spend any certificates. Nope, 6 money's fine. I'm going to put a disc on here, and it's going to be that disc. Now that requires 2 grain, but I've got 1 permanent grain, so I just have to spend 1 grain for that. Yeah, that's that done. And then we're going to restock the market. So let's put that in
Do I grab some
there.
guys out of the bags?
Let's put this here. I'll do it if you want. Unless you're doing it, that's fine. I'll put that here. And then I'll come all the way back here and I'll draw 4 cards. 1, 2.
Right, I'm going to go here.
Quite know what I'm trying to do.
That's not always a bad thing in Great Western Trail.
Well, I'm doing all right with that bit.
It's having a spread. Usually the best thing to do is to have a kind of varied approach rather than focusing on one thing. So if you're just reacting to the board, then quite often you're doing well. I'm going to get my certificate, and then I'm going to got 1, 2, 3, 4 sickles already available. I'm going to spend another 4, which gets me one of those.
Exhaustion card. You've got 8 sickles.
So I'll have him.
So which space are you using? That one. So you can help up to 3.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to do 1.
Just do that one.
And I've got 6 money.
Yep.
So I'm going to put in
Turn him
here.
into a farmer.
Like a
Gets you a grain.
That's all my money gone again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah. 2 more cards.
So I spend the money to go way past this. 1, 2,
And then you can come off. Yeah, so you have to pay him
yeah. Oh, to him, yes.
to go past him.
Then I'm there. I go into this one.
Mhm.
So I could spend 4 grain or 7 grain to do one of those 2.
Or 1 grain to do that one. Or 2. Yep.
So I spend 4 grain
4 grain.
to go.
8 money and 4 points at the end of the game sounds good. Although 12 points at the end of the game also sounds good.
I'm getting so much grain now. It's
Grain-tastic.
maybe it's better to do that. Just I've got another sort of income at the moment. So. Yeah. Okay. Second stage. I get rid of this.
Yep.
So
On from the game.
thank you. And then I have a grand total of 6.
6. Any certificates?
No.
So 6 money.
6 money, and I'm going to go here.
Yep.
For cost of 2
Choose
grain,
2 grain.
and I get an objective card. Is that right?
Yes.
Running out of places to take discs from the whites. Let's do that. Objective card. So that says West Quadrant. I know
Yep.
one of these.
Yes.
Okay, that's a reasonable thing to
Ooh.
this one is
That
done
was
that.
that was putting on the boat.
Yeah.
So then it's restocked those three things, and you've got the bags. So, right.
So he gets here.
Right. Let's have a look. So I can't buy those.
This triggers something.
Oh yeah.
That was inevitable.
So the boats are going to leave. I've started my turn, but
Let's go there.
and then we restock that. So the greenish boats leave. So that one goes over there. These go on here, and those go on there. They're gone, and now we get two more boats. So we get a 4 and a 14. Okay, so all of the boats till half have left. So yeah, these are just extra boats.
You can squeeze on, can't they? The ports could move that way by an inch or two because there's space.
They can, can't they? Right. So the boats that are not associated with the port are in this column. Here we go. Okay, that works. Right. So has that changed what I'm doing? Nope. But I can now buy from this row, which I couldn't a minute ago. So that's good. So let's buy this one, which costs 7. And it goes on there. And I get 2 train movements. And I'm going to go 1, 2. And then I'm going to spend 5 to put... Oh, hang on. My hand size is 5. I've been playing wrong. I'm going to have that one. So my hand size is now 6. And... do I want that? No, I don't want that. I'm not going to take that Station Master tile. Happy with the 3 that I've got. Okay, I now draw to my hand size, which is 6. Right, that's changed things a bit. And now I can come off here if I really wanted to. It's just a shame because the building that generates me grain is there. Anyway. So I need to have discs on these ships at the end of the game. Right, currently got none.
I've got no money.
Again. Keep spending it.
Good go.
I've got a lot of gauchos.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 3 more.
You need 7 sickles.
So there's 3 more.
You got 4 on your board.
Yeah, so there's 3 more sickles.
Yep.
To give me 7.
You get an exhaustion card.
And
So you get that and you get 3 money.
I'm just going to put him here.
Mhm.
But that 3 money is going to turn out to be critical, as we might find out
Yeah.
quite soon. Okay.
Good. So I'm going to go on the recruited square if you wouldn't mind. I have a white card. I'm only going to take 1. So it's either 14 or 6. 1, 2 builders, I think. And I get 3 back because of that. So that's all right. I'm going to do that. So I spend 14, which is these 2, 6 and 8. Oh, but they're 2 more each, aren't they?
They're 1 more each.
1 more
So
each.
they're
One more
7 each.
Okay.
So that's 14 plus an
Yeah.
extra 2 if you buy both.
Yeah.
So 16 in total.
Yeah.
Do you get any bonuses for placing them?
I get 3 back.
Oh, you do get 3 back. So I've gone quite heavy on engineers, quite heavy on gauchos, quite heavy on builders.
I'm used my build.
Right, I need to increase my movement, which means I need to be placing black discs. I'm not sure how to do that, but yeah, we'll work it out somehow. My problem is I haven't got any of the big cows. So I can spend 6 to go through here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I could help him out and I'd get the money back and then I'd have 5, which is not, it's not what I need. It's not what I need at all. So don't really want to bother building. And that's quite a weak action for me. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to pay Rob 2 for the 2 black hands. I then get an exchange token. And then I can help out up to 3 Grangeros. And I've got 3 sickles, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 before spending any cards. So I'm just going to take this one and get the 3 money. But I don't have the 8.
Done.
Yeah, that's it.
1, 2, single. I can only do a single auxiliary action. I could do
that,
but I'm not going to.
Okay, so you
I'm
get
gonna
1 money.
1 coin.
And then move 1 space.
I'll then move there. I will discard a black cow, which gets me another 2, which means I now have the 6 that I need.
6
to take
gauchos.
4 gauchos to get me.
A purple card for 6.
Yes, or I could. Yeah, I could turn it. I've got 2 gauchos left over, so I think I'll just do that.
So that's one of the gauchos. That's another of the gauchos. You've got 4 gauchos left.
Which will get me a
Purple card for 6 money. Yeah.
Nice.
Big cows.
Okay. I'm going to go straight here, I think, and take 4 green.
4 grain. Yeah, you got 4 buildings in the fields. Right, what rubbish have I got here? So I can go onto here, discard 2 cows of the same, 2 money, and then move my train 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Spend 6 money. 6. For that black disc onto there. 2, 3, 4. Draw 2 cards. I'm done.
I'll go here. I'll get 2 certificates. I'll get 6 cards. Discard 6.
Done?
Yeah.
So draw 6, discard 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that tile. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
2. Gain 2. Sorry, a green. Then I can build 5 levels building.
You've got 5 builders.
Yes.
So yeah, you can build a level 5 building, or you could upgrade this to a level 8 building, or this to a level 7. Two money per level that you use.
I quite like the idea of this one because it's yeah, because it allows me to put black discs down. Sorry, I just don't know what I'm doing really. I'll make it. Maybe I'll just do this. Actually, make it more friendly for you guys.
You're upgrading the 3 into a 6.
Into a
Sorry, a 2 into a 5.
5, so I pay 6 money.
So you pay 6 money. Yep.
Is that crazy?
Well, you've already passed it.
Yeah, it's better to do another different one, isn't it?
I would do another
do
one.
this
There.
one instead of 8 money, which is all my
So you
money.
turn a 1 into a 5
Yeah.
for 8 money. Yeah, it's worth a lot more points.
There we go. Thanks.
And for that, it's putting discs on,
Yeah.
and getting grain. Right, so where am I? I'm there. Do we want to help out any more farmers? No, I'm happy with that. I've done that. I've got loads of this. Getting lots of points for these at the end, which is good. I think I want to go here because there is an objective card that I think I've already done, which is that one.
Nice.
So an objective card, move my train 1 space, and a single auxiliary action, which will be to draw, and then discard.
Right, I've got no money, so I go past that farmer without penalty. Here.
Yep, you have no discs
So I don't do
ready to
that,
go.
so I go here. Now, my
Now,
hand,
how big is this hand? Is it good?
10, 14,
Wow.
plus...
Is it going to be the big one?
No, because I've only got 3 certificates, so I can get to 17 and I haven't got any... Unless... Is it worth me using that to see if I can get... I don't think I've got any reds on my deck. No, so I don't think I can get a better score than that.
You would know what it is if you've been keeping track. So
I don't keep track, so I wouldn't
Okay.
know what it was. But no, I've been going for the ones with better points rather than diversity, and that's backfiring on me now. I can't get to, so I don't want to use those. I need the money. I also need a black disc.
yeah, any of these are.
Well, let's go for this black disc here.
So it's 17, is it? Oh no, it's 14. 14 if you don't use certificates. So you can go on here.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to go.
So you get 14 money, but then you need 4 grain.
Well, so I'm going to use 2 of my certificates to go to 16.
Do you want to go there?
No, I'm going to stay on the 14. So I use 2 grain and I pay 4 money out of my 16.
So you get 12 money.
So I get 12 money out of it.
Okay.
What's grain?
Seems strong. Money.
So I'm moving 6. 1,
2, 3, 4. Go rosette. And I can remove
Discard those.
farmer.
Oh, did I place? I haven't finished, did I? I should have come down and done this. So,
Oh yeah. You want to do that? It might trigger a. No, it won't trigger a restock. So
Where are the blue ones?
blue ones here.
And him. And him. If you got the bags over there, I'll restock the.
Okay.
Market.
I'm going to spend 2 sickles plus the 3 I've got to clear this dude.
So you've landed here.
Yeah.
And you're helping this one.
Yeah.
So
Gives
you've
me
got 3 sickles.
Yeah.
Plus 2 money.
twice. I put 2 there.
That's 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get 2 money. Yeah.
And an exhaustion card.
Yes.
Right. I'm moving 6. I can move up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Land here. Double auxiliary action is to take 2 money. And then move 1 to here, discarding black cow for 2 money. And then I can buy something at the market. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will spend 5 for this here cow. And then that's my go done. I draw 1 card. Ugh. I'm just going to use this now, even though it's not my turn. Because I can. You'll go, Peter.
Yeah. I'll go here as customary. To buy.
I'm not saying.
Him.
Okay.
He goes there. I can now buy
Build with 3 build points.
3 building.
Or you can upgrade.
Yep. I think I'll build this one. I'm going to put it here. Maybe. Okay.
So I'm use this one. Gets me a grain.
Get a grain, and you put a disc onto Liverpool key number 1.
Right.
Which can be a black disc.
Can be a black disc.
Can be a black disc.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's what that does. I'm
So I draw.
just going to move to here. Not going to bother with this space. Kind of not made this work. Right, have I got any discs on things? I have. Or do I have? Do I need something in the? What do I need? I need something in the west, which I've got. I also need something else in the west. So I am going to spend 2 grain to move that disc from there to there, which gets me 9 money. Right, then I'm going to reveal my hand of, oh, well, that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because of the permanent certificate.
You bought any cows in this game?
Or 1.
And you ate it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It's worth 3 food. Yeah. So I've got 9 money, unless I want to use some of these. Yeah, no. I think I'm going to be happy with just that 9. And it's going to be a white disc. Take that one. Oh, but that one costs 3 money to take that one. Do I want to do that one? Yeah, let's do that one. It's a bit late in the day, but let's do it. And I go in here, which costs me a grain, but I've got a permanent grain when I rush it, so that's that done. So that's that done. These cards all go to my discard pile, and I will populate these, and then we're done. So the green one's going to come out to here. That one's going to come out to here. That one's going to come out to here, and that triggers a cow market refresh. So how many cards have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's already enough, so we don't repopulate the market.
Okay. Right, well, painfully, I'm going to have to pay Rob 2.
2 and the Black Hand Gang.
And discard a green cow to get 2 more. 5. And
Hand size of 6.
3 building will cost me 6. 2 building would cost. Is that right? 3 building cost me 6.
Yeah, it's 2 for every engineer, 2 for every builder that you use.
Build this one for 4. Put it here. Building spaces are running out. Am I going to put it there, or am I going to dither for ages and then end up putting it there anyway?
Oh, no, I don't have enough to do that.
No, we'll put it there. Right, and that's my go.
Right. Well, I mean, these only go onto here once you go past this.
Yes.
It's the only time they go onto there.
Yeah.
So me putting that on there isn't so good because I've already got 2 on there. And I'd have to go on the board.
Yeah, I mean, they're worth points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And they are getting discs off your board.
This one isn't. And that's what this does, right?
No, that
Oh, that
is
does
onto
that one,
Rotterdam.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So there's 2 beeps, 2 grains.
We'll talk about the graphic design issue with these anchors at the end because it's a big problem.
Right.
Right. Nice quick turns. Where am I? I'm here. So I'm going to play that as an objective card. Moves my train 1 space. So I need to be in the north and the east and the west. I'm in the north. I'm in the west. I'm not in the east. So I need to get myself lots of grain. Oh dear. Oh dear. Mess this up. Right. So where are we going to go? I'm tempted just to go here to recruit, but I don't know whether recruiting is actually going to help me. No, I think it is. So I'm going to go there. Discard the white cow for 2. And then I'm going to recruit this one for 9. And that's it. Draw 2 new cards.
Right, well, I have to give you 1.
Going through that, thank you.
The last one, which I always seem to end up giving you. Now, I can help farmers.
Oof.
I've got 1, 2, 3.
Michael's watching. Is
4,
the stream
5,
okay?
6,
Hopefully it's okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. That one gets me 4 money.
You got 3 sickles from this.
Yeah. And I've
5,
already
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got 10 in total.
Yeah.
Without having to spend any cows.
Yeah. So 8 goes on that one.
Yeah. There isn't one for 2. But if you use cows from hand, there are.
To get that one, I need another 6. I need money. Oh, that one I need another 4.
That one you need another 2.
So if I put this one down, which gives me another 7.
Yeah. Remember, you can do 3.
Yeah.
Grangeros. So
So
you've got
put
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've got 16 sickles.
16 sickles. So I can have 8 and 6 is 14.
Yep.
And then another 2 gets me him as well.
We on that one, don't
Well,
you?
actually, yeah, this
Yeah.
one. So that gets me 4, 7, 9 money.
9 money. You've helped out 3 farmers.
9 money.
Yeah.
6 of which will allow me to.
Yeah. And you get an exhaustion card for using
do
2 of
that,
your cows.
So I get 3 money
Nice.
net.
Seems good.
but that purple cow is in your discard pile.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think when I get one of those tokeny things,
You're one of those tokeny things.
that's my go.
One, two, three. Too many. And I can buy some number of cows now. So I have 3 Graneros. So I could buy
You got 3 gauchos.
Grouchos.
Gauchos.
Gauchos.
So you could buy
2 of them for
2 of them
5.
for 5. Or you could buy a brown one for 6.
That's what I need to do, I think.
Brown one for 6 is good.
Because I think I've got one of these in my deck.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's why I did it. I was going back thinking, trying to remember why I did it in the first place. That's it.
Kitty thought the stream had frozen because you were still for so long.
Oh, right, okay. Just keep dancing around.
Yeah.
So it's actually now, it's cheaper to go, well, it's the same price to go this way as it is to go this way now.
Yeah. You're
So-
playing it to them instead of
1, 2, 3.
Thanks to Peter.
Yeah. I am moving 6, so 3. Oh, it's still horrible. 4. Yeah. So I'll stop there. Yeah, okay, I'll stop there. I'll get one of these tokens. And I'll help some farmers. I've got 3 sickles, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 sickles. Ah, I can do it now. Yeah, so 7 sickles will help this one. I mean, I can help up to 3, but that's fine. I'm not going to use any cows. So I'll help that one, which gets me 3 money. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it. I'm going to spend 8 money. I'm going to put it on there, which allows me to put a disc on Rotterdam key number 1, which will be that one.
Everyone's favourite.
Everybody's favourite place. And that's it. And I didn't use any cards, so I am done.
And I'm just going to do a short hop to here. Get 2 grain.
2 grain,
And
and a
it's the
disc
most grain
on-
I've had in the entire game.
a disc on Rotterdam 1.
But a disc.
We've
on-
all got.
Yeah, everybody wants
They're
to
worth
be-
2 points each at the end. Yeah,
Leaning Tower of Rotterdam.
but I need lots of grain. Lots and lots of grain.
So I'm going to go 1, 2. I have to pay him 1.
Yep.
I don't have any money.
Okay.
So I go here.
So, what's you going to do with that grain?
I
Are you
can't-
going to spend 9 grain?
How can I spend 9 grain?
Oh, there's a very good point. There must
You
be
have
a
to be here,
card.
right?
Yes, I forgot. Everything on the right gets you a discount of 2, doesn't it?
I would like to spend 9 grain, but I can't.
Okay.
So I spend 6 grain. Go on there.
For 14 points at the end of the game.
Yep.
Nice.
That happens.
What you got?
So I got
No duplicates,
no duplicates, 12.
and you got 1 certificate if you want to use it.
So that'll put me on here, which
Yep.
is a very good place, except I don't have enough.
You just spend a couple of cash.
Or I could downgrade this and get 2 more grain.
Yeah, but that's 3 points.
But this is 7.
Yeah, but you're only spending money.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
But I don't have money.
You're going to get.
Oh,
will do.
okay,
Yeah.
right, okay.
For your shipment.
Yeah.
Put that there.
Yeah.
So what was the total value of cards in your hand?
12.
12.
12. With the certificate is 13.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got 13 cash.
And then I can spend some.
And you can spend
I see.
2 of it to put a disc on there.
So 2 grain goes down.
2 grain plus 2 cash.
Plus 2 cash.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
You were full on grain just now. What happened to it?
He just moved that disc to there.
Yeah. I would have liked to have moved it there, but it's impossible for me at the moment. 'Cause
Yeah, there must be a tile.
you're gonna have to go here and wait till really late in the game. I think. You go on there.
Or as you say, that -2 discount. Yeah, must be that. Right. Me, where am I? I'm here. So it's going to cost me to go through here, but not here. Is this space any good for me? I need auxiliary actions, is what I need. I need to start thinning my deck, even though we're at the end of the game, pretty much. It's probably a little bit late to start thinning the deck. Don't really want another objective card now. So let's see where we get. 1,
Thank you.
2,
It's the first
3.
money anybody's given me in the game, though.
We didn't finish this.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can do that while you.
Yeah.
If you want to pass me the bags.
I'll do it. Sorry, I'll do it.
So 1, 2, 3.
It makes no odds.
4, 5.
Can you use it?
There. Because of 3 players.
Oh, yeah.
I'll stop there because I can only go one more. I mean, I could help this one out. I don't get any money. But I've only got 4 sickles. Yeah, I'll stop here. So I get a certificate. I can help 3 Grangeros. And I have 4 sickles on my board. And I can put extra sickles in if I want to. Yeah, we're starting to clear these farmers off now, aren't we?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it. So I've got 4 sickles on my board. 3 more sickles is 7 to help that farmer there, which gets me 4 money. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is not quite enough to put it on there, but it goes there. And then I get an exhaustion card. And then I draw back up to my hand size. Right, I'm done.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3 gets me a certificate, and then I've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on my
Yeah,
board.
we're all doing this a lot now, aren't we? Gotta help these farmers.
Eight. So I've got to spend 1, which gets me a exhaustion token just for having spent 1. There's no point spending any more, so I'll take this one that gets me
3 money plus the 1.
Yeah. Is that enough to put him on the board? Or do I want to keep that money, spend in the cattle market? That's a very good question. I could put him on the board. If I did, I'd get to place a disc.
Yes. That works.
Cool.
Board has evolved very differently from the game last night, but we're playing the game very differently. We're all helping the farmers a lot more than we did yesterday.
So I'll go on the recruitment one, please.
I think we discovered that that's a major way of getting
It's
money.
a good source of money.
2 money. And I'll buy this
For 7?
7.
He's been there for years. Nobody's
the
giving him a job.
He's the cheapest one, isn't he?
And you get to do a build.
Yeah.
But every builder you spend costs you 1 instead of 2. So you've got 6 points of build.
Right.
You
Building
could
on
build
cheap.
a level 6 building, or you could do any upgrades, or
So
whatever you wanted.
I could upgrade that 3.
You could upgrade the
That's
3 into level
9.
9 by spending 6 money.
which
A lot of points. 5 grain, 5 money, and move your train 3.
And
Yeah.
13 victory points.
Yeah.
Very good.
Big
I'll
move.
strong.
I go?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. get 4 grain. And I'll do an auxiliary action, which will be to move my train back 1 to remove that card from the game.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. An auxiliary action.
Yeah, the game is moving along. Move.
Uh-huh.
Move. Not my joke. Monica's joke.
Monica, you should be ashamed of yourself.
But she just moved house, so we'll let her off.
Go on then. 9. 8. 2 isn't enough, is it? Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. So I'll spend 1. 2. What am I spending 1 for? I've forgotten. What am I spending 1? I've just moved there.
Spending 1 to buy
I'm
grain.
spending 1 to buy grain. That's right.
And you do that again if you want to, because it's a double auxiliary.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, I might do actually. Yes, I will. So then I will move forward to here.
Yep.
I will use a token to draw 2 cards. And discard those 2.
Yeah, the train moving backwards is messed with my head as well, especially because the iconography has the green arrow pointing to the left. We were like, well, that's wrong. And he's like, oh, no, it isn't, because it actually goes, yeah.
5, 9. I've got 9 money.
9.
So I can
Buy 2 brown cows
2 brown cows seems like the
for 9 money
yes.
with 5 gauchos.
I've got the gaucho left over, so I'll draw 2 more cows.
You could buy a purple one for 6, but in terms of points, 2 browns.
2 brown cows is
It's
worth
good.
more than
You may not see them. at the end of the
A
game,
partridge
right?
in the Christmas tree.
something like that. That's my go. Yes.
Right. So yeah, can I move to the grain space, please? Thank you. I get 4 grain.
1, 2, 3, 4 grain.
Some work moving there now. Because I can move here
Can you?
later on.
Oh, later on, yeah.
So maybe it isn't actually. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only moving 4 anyway. So it's, and you build
No money, so you
no
can't
money,
build.
can't build. Yeah, unless I pay money. I've got no money, so I can go through here.
Yeah, you can go through here. It's the same distance.
Same distance, right? Sorry, it'd be so slow.
1, 2, 3, 4. The furthest you can get is here.
Let's get some grain.
Yeah, 4 grain. Right, so start of my turn, I'm going to play an objective card that moves my train 1 space. And then I'm just going to come up and go here. So,
Passengers are getting seasick.
I have 4 grain, and I need. So I need 2 in the west, 1 in the north, 1 in the east. I've got 2 in the west, 1 in the north. I don't have 1 in the east yet. So let me move that one from Le Havre, key number 2, out. That's going to cost me 3 grain. It's normally 5, but I get a discount of 2. Yeah. And I'm blue.
Okay.
You're white.
Okay. Well spotted.
Nice try. Nice try. Right. So that's that done. Then it's a bit of a hand of rubbish, but that's a duplicate. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the permanent certificate. Yeah, I'll spend all the certificates. So 13. So I get 13 money. And I'm going to put a disc on there, which cost me 3 grain. I've only got 1. So I spend 4 money. And discard those, and that's it. And I'll replenish. So we're going to have this one here. We're going to have that one here. And we're going to have that one here. So we have some sailing. Yeah, we have some sailing. So all of the purple ships sail, and none of us have loaded anything onto the purple ships at all. They've all gone. And we have number 12, and number 7.
Nice to have more options.
So yeah, so there's now no way to get discs over there except by other abilities.
Okay.
Right, and I will restock.
Now I've been there and I've done that. So Rob, you'll go.
You've been there, done that.
Got the T-shirt.
I went to building number 4A and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. And then I'm drawing 6 cards. So I've done that, I've done that, I've done that, and I've done that. Right.
If they're going to tell terrible jokes in the stream, then I think it's our responsibility to try to match them.
Yeah.
I think I need to just try and bring the game to an end as quick as possible. I think I'm doing all right, but I don't know. Don't know.
To tell, isn't it? You put stuff in their decks.
Yeah, I mean, you've got loads from buildings. You've got loads from cows. I've done well on objectives, and I've got loads from the station master tiles. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, the double auxiliary actions are all... Well, there's not many, actually. There isn't a neutral tile that gives you a double auxiliary action. Oh, no, there is, there. So, yeah, double auxiliary actions, they're all around there. Ah, that's a disc that goes onto Liverpool Port 1, which is 5 points. Cost a lot of money, though. Anyway, whose go is it?
I think it's Peter's go. Did you just go in the pot?
Did mine?
I think he shoots.
Oh,
Did
well,
mine
I'm sorry.
while Paul was finishing
Yeah.
his because
Sorry, because I moved to here.
mine didn't affect anybody else. Oh,
Not
you've just
there.
done that, have you?
Or maybe it is me then.
Yeah, I didn't have any money, so.
Does anybody in the chat know whose turn it is? It might be my turn.
I think it is.
Right, let's recruit some people because people are worth points.
And what points mean?
Prizes.
So I'm going to spend 9 to recruit this one. So it goes on here. So I get 5 money and I can upgrade a station behind my train. So I'll upgrade this one. So I spend 2 money. Oh, that's white. Sure. So in fact, I won't buy that one. I'll buy that one and save 1 money because it's going straight into there.
Okay.
I think you can do that. Let me just check that. Gain 5 pesos and upgrade a station behind your engine. It doesn't say anything about whether you're able to then establish thingy what's it. So let's have a look at moving your engine forward, upgrading train stations. Yeah, when you upgrade a train station, if there isn't a station master tile, you can now place one, which I did.
I'm going to use that.
Hang on, I could do a second purchase. So if I do it again, can I then do it again?
Yeah. If you put it on, taking it off, and then you put it on again, you get to do the same thing twice. Yeah.
That's good.
This is one of the tactics for me in the basic game was if you're on the cowboy track here was to get you you get a really good thing that happens on the 4. So if you're constantly putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, you get that every single time, and it's a very, very good tactic.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I will spend 9 to take that one, but I'm just going to get the 5 money. I'm not going to use the ability because that's worth 4 points. Right.
I'm going to use my thing. Do that.
I'm going to draw a card. I can't draw cards.
So that was worth doing. Then I will put my red shoes on and go to Kansas. Now,
You want to move a disc?
I could do that, couldn't I? It's worth 2 victory points at the end, or if I move it over there, it's worth 4. But I'm going to want to. 14. Oh, yes. No. Oh, I can go on the 6, can't I? That gets me 6
Here.
money, but do I
6.
want that 6 money?
6 money.
Do I want that 6 money? Am I going to get to spend it? Yes, I am going to get to spend it. Yes, I'll have that 6 money, please. Put that disc over
So
there.
you spend 1 grain.
Oh. Is that such a good idea?
You can't. They all cost grain. don't
What
they?
grain's for?
No, sorry, bring it back. No, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Okay, right, so I skip that one. And then I go here. Now, I've got a hand that's worth 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 4 is 18. So
18.
18 space.
Boom.
With that one.
Impressive.
Most impressive.
You want
6
this?
grain. So you get 18 money.
Yeah, I've got 4.
So 4, then you have to spend 4 money for the extra
Yeah.
grain.
So I end up with
So
14.
you gain 14.
It's worth 12 victory points.
12 points at the end of the game. Yeah.
Very good. So many ways of getting victory points.
And then we go here and
Yeah, you can start your turn if you want.
this guy on. And her. And her. Oh, wait a minute.
Go there, though. Really.
Lowest number space.
It's pretty simple, really.
Get 1 grain.
Get grain, and then
Put a disc on Liverpool key number 1.
black disc.
Black disc. Yeah. So I'm not sure here. Just need to get to the end as fast as possible. I'm moving 6. Go 1, 2, paying Rob 2 for the pleasure.
Take it.
No, in fact, I'll go that way around. So
Yes.
1, 1,
I did
2,
wonder.
3, 4, 5, 6. And then I land there and I use my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sickles to help that farmer out. I get 2 money plus 1. And do I have 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have 8. So I'll just put it there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done.
So I'll go here. Oh, I haven't got that. Got loads of trouble. Okay, right. So I have got a white one. I'll discard a white one.
2 money. And get the scrappings of what's left in the job
No.
market.
Can I have purple guy with the sickle? That's 8.
9.
9. Yep. 9. We done that good.
We have.
And his buddy
Without the
in the
sickle.
middle. Yeah, with the sickle.
Oh, the other one with the
Yeah.
sickle. So that's 12.
Yeah.
So that's 21 in total.
Yeah.
Loads of money. But you get 3 back.
Very good.
Another 3.
Yeah. Okay, you're all done.
Right. So I'll go here,
5 grain,
but it's only 3.
5 money.
Yeah.
And 3 train movements.
1, 2. So I could go here.
You can go in there, yeah. So you go in there.
So that
Spend
will cost me 2 money.
2 money for 4 points, effectively.
You don't drive through the village.
Well, you can. It's
It's not
the
really that great, is it?
Grand Theft Auto 18XX edition.
I think it might be better off. Because it's 4 victory points.
It's 2 money for 4 points.
There's no real good reason to put a disc on the board now. A white disc.
Except for the points.
Yeah. Do I need the money? Yeah, let's do it.
I go 1, 2. Throw away 2 cards that are the same. 2 money. Then move my train up to 6 spaces. I'll just go 1, 2, 3. And spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 money
I'll just undo this. That's all right.
for a disc there. And then I will draw back up to my hand size, and I'm done. So 2 more trips to wherever we're going, Buenos Aires, and that's probably it.
You don't get victory points for these, do you? Unless you get to here.
The 5th and the 6th
Yeah.
one get you points.
Sorry, I would have done it longer if you'd have let me, but probably best that we press on. I'm just gonna...
Okay,
Right.
I'm going to move to here.
Oof.
I have to give Rob 2 money. Oh no, I don't, because I
You can go that way.
I give them 2 money. Sorry, Rob.
That's all right.
And then I will get rid of the green cow. 2 money. And then I will upgrade. Now that one is a 4. No, it's a 3.
It's a level 3 building.
Level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have I
So you
got
can
a
upgrade
level
it to
4
an
now?
8.
No,
No,
there isn't an 8.
you've got a 2.
There isn't an 8. There's only
No.
a 7 and a 9.
7
It
and
goes
9.
skips across.
Can't get the 9. You could go 2 to the 7.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Upgrade either of your 2s into a 7. Nobody's gone on any of the risk spaces.
Do that.
This one?
Let's do that one. Yeah.
So that cost you used 4 builders for that.
Okay.
So it cost you 8.
Oh, I've only got 7. Oh, so maybe I didn't do that. Okay, I'll tell you what, maybe instead of doing that, I wanted to get a big building on the board for the victory points, but it's just not going to happen, is it? I suppose I could get this. Can I get the 7? No, I can't. So I'll just go.
You're money short.
Yeah.
So from here you went 1, 2, 3,
So I'll go
4, 5.
So I have to give you 1. Yeah, again.
Again. Same building. It's an upgraded version, but
And now I get.
you can
one
help
of
out some
those.
Grangeros.
I can help out some.
You've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sickles before even spending cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11, 12.
10, 11, 12.
You get 3 when you use this building.
He gets me 4, and that's 7. He gets me 3.
That's the most efficient.
Yeah.
4 sickles for 3 money.
So I'm going to do that. I will just waste the last
That's
point.
probably better.
Is it?
It's 5 for 3 rather than 7 for 3. It's up to you. It's up to you which ones you want to remove.
5. Oh yeah, 5.
It was, what was it? Was it that? No, I think there was 3 on there. How many did you have? You had 7. Yeah,
Right.
I think that was it.
So, yes, that's right. So how many points have I got again? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
10, 11,
You got 12 without spending
12
caps.
points without spending, and then that was going to get me 6 if I spent 11.
Mhm.
That gets me 5 if I spend 10. So I've got 2 left over, which I can't spend, so I might as well.
You got 5 and 4,
9.
3 left. Yeah, it's the same whether you take those 2 or those 2.
So if I spent 2, but then that's going to get me -2 victory points
Yeah.
for one of those. So
Just for a bit of extra cash.
I'm not going to spend any extra, so I'll just take that one.
That one and that one?
That one, yeah.
So you get that money, and an extra 3.
Yeah.
Did you want to turn any of them into farmers?
Well, I'm not going to be able to get them over this line to get victory points here. I get 2 victory points each for here.
True. Yeah.
Is that any good to me? I don't know that it is.
So it's 2 points, but a cost of 8 money.
No, I'm going to sit tight.
Okay. Rob.
Decision to make. I can either go here and train a bit more. So this one gives rosettes. 1 rosette, 1 money. For -1.
Yeah, spend a grain, gain a rosette, and gain a money.
So I go there. Go up 1.
Train moves 1. Double auxiliary. So 2 grain for 2 money and 2 certificates. Okay, right. I think I want to go here. It's a bit weird. I'm going to take this objective card because I've already done it. I'm going to do an auxiliary action to move my train back 1 to remove a card from the game. Again, bit late. And I move my train forward 1. There we go. Done.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get a certificate. And then up to 3. So how many have I got? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 to spend. He gets me 2. He gets me 3. Is anybody going to get me more than 3? Can't see it. Can't see it. Well, I could get a 5 and a 4 there, couldn't I? 5 and a 4.
Are you helping out the Grangeros again?
There's a 5 there.
So you got 9 sickles
anywhere?
this time.
Is there a 4 anywhere? No, there isn't.
No.
So I'm just going to go for him.
Yep.
Because he gets me.
Those 2 plus that 1.
Yeah.
He's El Grande or wherever it is that helps other Grangeros.
That's a lot of farmers that you've helped in this game.
Yeah. These are all the farmers that Peter's helped.
Line them up.
3.
Who's there? Right, you're going to move a disc. Push your 4 grain. And then reveal your hand.
Thank you. I've got 10 plus 2 rosettes. Is
So
12.
12.
I spend the rain 2 grain. There.
Might as well do that one because it's an extra 2 points. Okay, you get your 12 money. And then you repopulate this stuff. Got possibly 1 or 2 turns left each.
Need to put out some more resistant Grand Heroes to prevent them from being helped.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm going to not accelerate. Oh, I have no choice but to accelerate the end game now, haven't I?
Well, there's always a worker in B.
Yeah.
C, there might be a worker, there might
Oh, okay.
be a farmer. A's are always farmers, B's are always workers, C's are a mixture.
Just kind of shake myself in the foot.
Okay. So the next visit to Buenos Aires might trigger the end of the game, which could be me and it could be now. Which means I would get the 2 points.
Okay.
And then everybody would get one more go. It's either that or I just go here. But what would going here get me? Problem is I haven't got the grain. I can get the grain, but can I then use the grain? I can. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Because if I do, so whoever triggers the end of the game gets the 2 points, but then everybody else gets one more turn. So I don't think I'm going to end it. I think I'm going to land here. I'm going to do a train movement of 6. I don't have the money.
It's 9.
It is. So I'll just move 5.
Into the buffers.
But I'll do a. Yeah, I don't know. Double auxiliary action is going to be to buy 2 grain. So I spend 2 money to buy 2 grain as double auxiliary action. Done that. Finished.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, as I finish,
Auxiliary
I'm going to
action.
use these exchange token things.
Get 1 money.
Yeah, thought so.
And
Just got lots of
move on.
duplicates.
now, Black Cow gets me 2 money. I've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
I was assuming you were going to end it. Are you not?
No.
Oh, right.
which
Okay, you
means
just
that
buy
I
more
can-
cows.
Yes.
Yeah, why
I
not?
can spend 17 money to buy 2
Yeah,
purple cows.
1 for 11, 1 for 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
Two,
It's a lot of
three.
points.
That's my go.
I'm going to go on the build spot. Spend a green to get 2 money.
And you've got 6 builders.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm going to build this
Build it over a 1.
1. Yeah.
So it costs you 12 money. Big buildings.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, I'm just going to go to here. It goes to here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 grain to move that disc from there to there. I think that's the best use of 2 grain for me. I've then got a rubbish card. I've then got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I get 11 money.
Sorry. Do you mind if I use this in my
Yeah, you can use it anytime.
All right, thanks.
So I get 11 money, which puts the disc on the 7 space.
I'll remove this. That's all right.
You can't play it in phase C.
All right.
You can't play it when you've drawn up to your
Okay.
hand size. You just play it at the start next turn.
Yep.
So I've done all of that, didn't need to pay the grain, done all of that. So yeah, we'll put that on
Let the grain take the strain.
there, we'll put that on there, and we'll put that on there, and that triggers the end of the game, and I get this. Right,
We
you two
get-
take your final turns, and I'll go and get a pen. Kingdom for a pen.
So the only thing I can do that's useful is go there. I'm not going to do that. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. So it just gets me money.
Money's not worth anything, is it?
It gets me more than money. It gets me victory points as well.
Oh, yeah.
If I get good enough. So I'm going to use that.
Has anybody in the chat got any idea who's won? Because I haven't. I certainly
you.
don't.
Probably you.
I don't know.
scoring.
We got with very different
Various
strategies, which is
areas.
nice. Yeah. Who went first? Peter did.
I did.
Rob did.
12, 13, 14. Oh. Oh well. Okay. Well, I'm going to go.
No, they're still coming up with cow puns in the chat. Nobody's interested in the game. Cow puns.
So if I put that
Lots of cow puns.
here, I haven't got any grain, so it costs me 6. So
6 money, which is like a point.
So
Thor
5,
comes
6,
here, another
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Hi,
12,
Thor.
13, 14. So 14 minus 6 is 8.
Come on, you don't normally appear on camera. Give you your first. No, no, it's not.
He's camera shy.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely do want to appear on the camera. Look, here he is. You want to?
Come on, you. You sleepy? We're going to add up the scores.
So that's my stat done. And
Just where he jumps out of the lap, your lap and trashes the board.
Trashes the whole board, yeah.
and then there's no point in doing any of this, is there?
No dice, though. He likes dice.
There's no point. Is there any point doing any of this?
No.
No. Okay, so I won't bother. Okay, Rob.
Rob. The only thing I can do, unfortunately, gives money to people.
Thank you very much. That could be the coin that wins the game for me.
Yeah. I really hope not. Got 2 of the same. Get 2 money, but that's pointless, isn't it? Move the train on 1.
The cat's saying it shouldn't have done that.
And play that.
Look.
Yeah.
It says that
It's got his disapproving look on.
Yeah.
if you'd let me give you advice from the beginning of the game, you'd have done much better.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, well, Thor. Can't argue with Thor.
Okay, that's it.
Right. So, final scoring. First of all, every 5 money you've got is worth 1 point. Let's start small.
I did give you that point, didn't I?
So, Rob.
1 point.
I have 2 points.
I have 2 points.
Right. Next, buildings. Rob, you've got 3, so 13, 26, 32. So 32 from buildings. I have 4.
I got 11.
You got 11. You got
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, you got 11. Right, the next icon to me looks like ships.
Yes.
So ships that we are
On.
currently on. So Rob, you're white. So it's -2 for that.
Oh yeah.
5 for that. So 3. I'm on 2, 5, 7. So that's 12. And Peter. Ooh,
19, 26, 24.
24.
Very good.
Right. Next, it looks like discs on the keys. So, Rob? No, just. Oh, no, you're right. Discs on the keys and on the actual places as well. So, yeah.
25,
25,
29, 32,
36,
37.
37.
Wow. That's a lot. of
Right.
points.
I've got. That's something, isn't it? Yeah. So 2, 9, 10, 16, 19, 20, 21.
Yep.
21.
2, 4, 5,
So 9.
9.
9. Next, stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 19, 27, 36.
Right.
So 36 for stations.
You numbergus
I did that.
numbers.
Rob, 7. Peter.
0.
Right. This looks like people and farmers. So, Rob, you got 8 from having 6 builders.
Okay.
And then you got 3 farmers.
Right.
So 14.
Okay.
I've got 8 plus 10, so I've got 18. Peter's got 430.
12 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12 plus 14 is 26.
Right, objective cards. So you can go through your deck. Any objective cards that you have in your deck, you may choose to play them.
Yes, please.
I'm going to play mine.
Okay. I forgot that rule because I was desperately trying to get this out of my deck.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Okay.
But you don't have to.
Well, I definitely do that.
It's optional. Right, so objective cards and negative 2 points for every exhaustion card.
Minus. No, not minus. Yeah, it will be minus. -5.
So, Rob first. Have you done all of your objectives?
Yes, I think so. I've got a 4. I've got a south from there.
Yep.
And I've got those 2 types.
And you've got a 4 and you've got a west.
Yeah.
And you've got a south.
Yeah.
And you've got a station.
Yeah.
And you've got a building and you've got an orange and a yellow. Yep. So that's 11 points, but -2 for the exhaustion.
Yep.
So you get 9. I think I've done all mine. I need 4 stations, which I've got. I need a blue and a green, which I've got. I need a red cow, which I've got. And I've got 2 west, a north, and an east. Yeah. So I get 8, 12, I've got 15. Peter?
-5.
-5.
Yeah. I had 4 of those.
Ooh.
And I only had 1 objective.
Okay.
So that's a
Right.
big negative.
Sorry, no. That I've done it slightly wrong. That should have been cows. And that was objectives.
Alright, we'll just do it the other way around then. Do cows.
Yeah, I'll do cows next.
Score big. I think Peter's going to score big here.
I think so.
15.
15 for Rob. I got 5.
43.
Yeah. 43.
That's a big.
Right, the next icon, I think, is Station Master Tiles, which is just me. So 3 points for every 2 stations. I got 1, 2, 3. That's 9. 3 points for every 2 ships that I'm on. I'm on 2 ships, that's 3. 3 points for every 2 objectives, so that's 6. And 3 points for every 2 buildings. 2 buildings, it's 3.
Oh, that's a lot.
So that was 21. 21. Peter?
0.
None. Rob? 0.
You've got them all basically.
What's that little tile?
That's the victory. The end. This one.
No, that's that one.
Oh.
Don't know what that is. So what? See what the rule book says.
Oh no, that's the victory points for here.
No, that's that one. It might be that one.
Yeah, but
I
we've
might.
already- we've already
Yeah, I
done
know.
that.
I might have done it in slightly the wrong
I
place.
think you're right.
And again, yeah,
Yeah, because there's a picture. Look, there's the same icon.
we did it in with that, didn't
Yeah,
we?
there's the same icon. Look.
There it is. Right. So we did that. And then, yeah, spaces that you've unlocked that are worth points, which is basically that one. So if you've unlocked that space, you get 2 points.
2 points for me.
I mean,
Right. Okay. Do we have any idea who's won now?
I think you have.
I still don't know. Let's find out. Right, Rob. 33, 73, 80, 94, 94, 103, 108, 118, 120. Paul. 2, 6, 18, 39, 39, call it 40, 76 minus 1, 75, 75, 85, 95, 93, 103, 108, 113, 113, 134, plus 4, 138. Peter, 2, 13, 37, 46, 56, 66, 72, 67, 70, 110, 212. You were right. So I won with 138, Rob came second with 120, Peter came third with 112.
Wow,
Yeah.
well done.
Thank you. I mean, last night's game that we played, we didn't finish and we didn't score. And last night's game, we got 2/3 of the way through, but that was just to learn it. I still felt like I was learning it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we all took very different strategies, which wasn't planned or deliberate or anything like that. I just kind of fell into this one, even though it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I had a very long, kind of slow section in the second quarter, I think. And I felt as though, that's when I said I felt as though I was in a bit of a hole because I just couldn't seem to find a way of climbing out of it. I did eventually, slowly, bit by bit, but I think I fell several turns behind in the process of doing so. I still don't quite understand what happened then, but then suddenly my game just took off.
You were
the
buying huge amount of cows
Yeah.
near the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
Well, you got all the gauchos and you got the money.
basically my game turned into grab the cash, get to the cattle market,
Buy the
Get-
big cows.
get
and
12
deliver.
points
It was
worth
the
of-
big cow strategy.
so
yeah.
every 2-3 turns I'm getting 12 points worth of cows.
Yeah.
And that's that. If I did that for say 6 or 8 turns, I'm going to win. But I was too slow because
Yeah.
I had that slow section.
And you're delivering to the ships. So your points came from delivering to the ships, having the cows, but also having the people as well. You got a lot from helping the farmers. Huge
If
amount
I'd got
from helping
him,
the farmers.
Unfortunately, I didn't manage to do that, and I didn't manage to get this big tile on the board that would have.
Yeah. And Rob's points, yours came from buildings, but not just buildings. You got 37 points for that
Yeah.
because you were getting a lot of grain.
It's really hard to set this up then, I think, though, because you've got to get the grain, and also because you're only going from here to here, that's really only worth 6 points.
Yes.
So you've got to spend 4 grain and get it there to begin with.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to do.
Yeah.
For just 6 points.
Yeah, I mean, I lost points by moving it from there to there,
Yeah.
but I did it because there was no money, and
Yeah.
I
You
needed
the money.
another one in the west,
Yeah.
and I needed the money.
Yeah.
So I went to there to do that.
Yeah.
Right, we said we'd do a quick review. It's fantastic. I mean, the best thing about this game is I've just played Great Western Trail again, and Great Western Trail is a fantastic game, possibly a top 10 game for me. And although this is a different version of the game, I'm happy that I played Great Western Trail. I think we all agree this is more complicated than Great Western Trail, second edition.
Yeah.
By maybe 10% more, 10 or 15% more, maybe, because you don't have the hazards.
Yeah.
But the way that the farmers work is a lot more complicated than the hazards. The way that all works is more complicated.
Yeah.
So this is not a game to start with, I don't think. I think you should always play the base Great Western Trail first. This is definitely a step up. It's not a similar complexity, it's definitely more complex.
I think there's 2 things that this does. Is it gives you something that's a little bit heavier and a bit meatier than the basic game.
Yeah.
But also I think what it does is for people who've maybe played the basic game loads and loads of times against the same group, and they've kind of got stuck in the same strategies. They always do exactly the same things over and over again, and it's usually the same people who wins.
Yeah.
I think possibly that's what the designer was interested in doing with this, looking to give a different challenge and maybe stop you from just getting into a rut, into a tram line of doing the same thing over and over. Because I've played this probably the best part of 100 times, the base game, on mostly online.
Yeah.
But I've played it a lot, and that's kind of what happens. Everybody plays their own game, and it's always the same thing that they do with a few variations. And I think this actually adds something quite considerably, because you definitely feel that you're playing Great Western Trail, but it's different.
Yeah.
And you've got new skills to learn. You've got a new learning curve to go on. So I think from that point of view, it's a hit. I
think the target audience for this is Great Western Trail fans.
And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of Great Western Trail fans. So this is our opinion. If you're watching this live, let us know what you think. And if you're watching this back afterwards, let us know what you think.
I think there's improved player interaction in this.
It's a good question.
Because you can take these away more easily, can't you, from anywhere on the board? So that reduced the value of these, for example, if you get rid of these.
Yeah. So when you help the Grangeros with this tile or your own private one, you can help up to 3 of them anywhere on the board. And you're absolutely right. By the fact that we got rid of these, it made this route cheaper, which means that hurt you from collecting money on these. Whereas in the original game, there is one space where you can spend 7 to pick up 1 hazard. And
or you've
that
got a tile that allows you to pick up a hazard for 5.
Yeah.
There's competition here as well, isn't there?
This bit of the game, I must say, is still, this is a mystery to me still, what goes on those boards. It still doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
I mean, I get this bit. This makes perfect sense.
And then they go from here to there.
Yeah, and they sail and they go away, and then some mysterious magic happens when they arrive on those boards over there.
Yeah.
I haven't understood that yet.
Right. I mean, you did it. You did it twice. It's basically just spending grain to move the disc from there to here.
I never had any grain. I couldn't get started with my grain. I didn't, and this is one of the things when I said I was in a hole. I didn't have any way of getting money. I didn't have any way of getting grain, and I just and it was feeling very frustrating for that period of the game, several turns, and then gradually it improved, and I ended up with the grain. But you've got to have you've got to have a grain engine as well as
I think
cows.
I don't think you can play the game without a grain engine, and I'd like to know if people can, because grain it's needed to move those discs to the good spaces.
Yeah.
And if you played without a grain engine, then you would be able to put the discs on the boats by just paying the cost, and then they'd sit on the keys, and you wouldn't be able to put them on these spaces. And I think you'd be missing out on stuff.
Yeah. Do you need to have a lot of grain? You can just get by with a little bit of grain.
I got by with a little bit, but I wasn't going on to these super great spots. That's where a lot of your points came from. You got more points from that than you did from your buildings in the end.
Yeah.
You got 37 points from there.
Yeah.
Because you were generating a lot of grain. So those slow couple of turns where it's like, oh, I'll get 4 grain, oh, I'll get 5 grain.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're at max grain, and that here was nice because you got the grain. Then you went to Buenos Aires, and suddenly you then spent the grain. Whereas that building there messed me up. Because I was going for the train moving along here, so I could have short trips. The problem is, that's where I was getting the grain from.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have the short trips because I needed to go all the way here. And that's the position of these neutral buildings completely changes the game. Absolutely. If that was there and that was there, it would just be a very different game.
I think you need to mix those up, though, because otherwise it just becomes too predictable.
Yeah, you should. Your first game, it's nice to put them in order for people who haven't played it before. But other than that...
Yeah. So it's an interesting one. Is this, as a devotee of the standard game, would I have this as well?
Now, people ask me all the time, is it worth it? Is it worth me getting it, right? And I never answer that for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm a reviewer, so I was given a free copy of this game. So I'm not in a position where I had to go out and buy it. So
you've always got every copy of everything.
So I get given the copy of the game in order to cover it on the channel, right? But also, you don't know what financial position somebody's in,
Yeah.
Whether you go out and buy this game, having already owned the original game, depends on your disposable income.
Yeah.
If you're making 100 grand a year because you've got a really well-paid job and you own 3 companies, and you love Great Western Trail, it's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
But, if you don't have much disposable income, then, and I can't make that decision for you. What I would say is, as Peter says, if you're a massive fan of Great Western Trail and you've played it dozens of times and you love it, but you want a different challenge, 80% of the game is the same, but with enough tweaks to make you rethink it.
80%?
80, 85?
I'd say less than that.
Okay.
I'd say about 2/3 to 3/4. But there's quite a lot that's different.
There is. But remember how complex the base game is.
Yeah.
And so much of it is identical.
Yeah. We could probably argue percentages over a beer for a while.
It's somewhere between 66 and 80% the same. So it's up to you as to whether it's worth it or not. Now, did want to touch on the problems with the game, and unfortunately they are graphic design. So let's talk about these now. the rulebook says that you're supposed to put these 3 ports at the top of the board, and you're supposed to put these boats down the right-hand side of the board. Okay, so let me show you what the problem is, because graphic design problems in games frustrate the hell out of me, because I do a lot of game consultancy, well, not as much now as I used to. These things should not happen. These things should not happen. So here's some boats. Let's get some boats out. Let's get rid of these ones. Right. Right, here's some boats. You should be able to clearly and easily identify which ports these boats are going to, and you can't, because it doesn't actually say on. First of all, the artwork for the boats is identical for all 3 of them, which is a bit disappointing, but the name of the ports that they go to is not printed on there. Believe it or not, it's the colour of the anchor. So when I lined them up at the start of the game, I put all of the ports for Liverpool next to the Liverpool board. It doesn't tell you to do that, but the reason why we did that is otherwise we'd have no idea whatsoever. So if you look at the 3 ports, can you see the difference? It's the colour of the anchor.
Oh,
so you've got black, grey and brown.
wow.
Yeah. So that's black, so that's Liverpool. Why doesn't it just say Liverpool?
What about people
Right.
who've got kind of visual impairments,
Yeah,
like
that-
colour blindness?
That's grey and that's brown.
Yeah.
So that's bad enough. But then when you look at your player board, so if I just show you my player board here, you've got to, so what's that? That's put a disc on what? It's, now I know that is light, is that light grey or is it brown? It's light grey. Yeah, I think that's light grey. So that means put a disc on key number 1 of Rotterdam. But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I assumed it meant any of them.
No, it's a light grey anchor. So it for me, that's an unforgivable error, and I don't know who did the graphic design. But the iconography for the rest of the game, 99% of the game is fantastic. But those anchors,
Terrible.
I mean, why didn't they just use a different symbol? It shouldn't be an anchor. It should be a different symbol for each of them.
How did that get through?
I don't know how that got through. I would like to know, and when I speak to Mr. Pfister, not that this is his fault, but I'm sure he will he will let me know what happened with that. Other than that's my only real criticism of the game. The rulebook's really good, but the rulebook for the original game was really good as well.
Trains point the wrong way.
Trains point the wrong way. It's a little bit weird because we're so used to them going that way. But as I say, all of the rest of the iconography, all of the rest of the graphic design is absolutely spot on. But those ports and stuff, that drove me crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It's easier with this game to tell who's who between the gauchos, the builders, and the train drivers,
Yep.
and the farmers.
Yeah.
So this is much easier.
Than
And the art
first edition or second edition? Because second edition, right?
First edition was fine, I think.
Because they changed the colours in the second edition.
Oh, second edition did my head in because the whole board was much more difficult to manage.
Yeah.
But this is nice and clear.
Yeah. Playboards are good. No warping on the playboards. No, tiny little bit, but not as much as you get in other games. And component wise, quality's good. Cards thick, card stock.
Yeah, the issue with
Cards
the,
are good. Oh, the Cowboys not standing up. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember them falling over in the first, in the second edition, but it's the same pieces, so they must have done. But yeah, we were playing last night, and they're just a bit too top heavy. And is it because of the hats?
Yeah, it's good. They just keep falling.
Yeah, so the hats on them just make them a little bit top heavy. So for today, we just took them off and we just played with the hats, which was fine.
I want to know why they've got hats but no trousers. It feels a bit kind of Brokeback Mountain for me. I don't know.
But I'm probably going to stick them on a disc of that colour. So I'll put a white disc on the bottom of that, so you can have that. Anything else either of you two want to say on it?
No.
Would you play this over the original? If given the choice tomorrow, which one would you play?
This.
Because
I love the game. I love the way it plays. and I'm just fascinated by the learning curve.
The
of
new
this one.
stuff.
I mean, I've played I've played like so many times, and when I play it, I nearly always win. This, you saw how badly I did. I came last, and but I want to play this more.
I want to play this more because there's new stuff that I want to explore. And although I did the train thing in this one, I want to do something else in the next one. I want to try what Rob did and get a real good grain engine going.
Yeah.
Get those discs onto the ships to get them over to here, and then spend the grain to get all that. I want to do that more.
But as with the basic game, you can't go into it saying, right, I'm going to do this, this,
No.
this, and this, because it all depends upon what everybody else is doing. This is where the interaction comes from. Is you've got to react to what everybody else is doing, because you can't do the same.
And the board state.
Yeah.
The board state is going to be constantly changing and evolving.
You've got to be reactive. You've got to be ready to change pivot your game plan on the instant. That's what's so great about Great Western Trail, I think, for me. The fact that it makes you exercise that part of your brain about making quick decisions, and changing what you're doing in an instant.
I mean, the second edition is now available on Board Game Arena.
Yeah.
I think Kit asked earlier on, are they going to make this available on Board Game Arena? I don't think they will. I think the idea is that you make, game number 1 available on Board Game Arena, but then not games 2 and 3, so that people, because they got to make some money.
And there's New Zealand around the corner.
New Zealand is coming out next year. They're still working on it.
Is that
a sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have to be, really, wouldn't
it? Yeah. So Great Western Trail, New Zealand is scheduled for release.
I'm bracing myself ready for the puns on the
sheep puns
jokes.
this time next year. And as we found out earlier on, Rails to the North expansion for Great Western Trail 2nd edition is now available, and I need to send Isabel a message tonight after this.
Great Western Trail with sheep.
I think I'm the same as you. If I had a choice of playing one of them now, it would be this one, because there's still areas in this that I want to explore. In about 3 or 4 games time of this, I don't know which one I would prefer. I like the fact that this does something different, but I'm not sure. And there was a couple of bits of the original one that when I say original, I mean 2nd edition, like the hazard tiles. I wasn't really keen on the way hazard tiles worked. So at least they've been fit. I do like the idea of helping the farmers. That felt quite nice. And the fact that you could use your cows for something else, which allowed you to discard them out of your hand. Because there was one time where I helped them out specifically because I had 2 green and 2 black in hand. So I discarded a green and a black, cycled them out of my hand to get other cards in. So you've got more ways of cycling the cards.
The basic game has got some wonderful kind of little things in it that if you can hit that sweet spot, it just feels so great when it's happening. And I feel as though this has got the same, but they're just in different places. So you're going to have to find them and then just make them work and manipulate them to your advantage. And I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, the new neutral buildings, some of them are the same. But, for example, there are 2 neutral buildings that both move your train 1 space per engineer. And I think there was only 1 in the original. So there's more of that. But as somebody said earlier on in the chat, there are now 8 neutral buildings instead of 7. That's a different one. I think that's the completely new one.
Yeah.
Gain 1 grain for every farmer.
But the idea of having 3 actions, one of them being a single auxiliary action, is different.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Lots
to like.
Well, people in the chat are giving sheep puns already. They're a year ahead of time. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Would we say, says David, that this is the Birmingham edition of Great Western Trail? As in Brass Birmingham, Brass Lancashire? Yes.
I don't know those.
Yeah, it is. Brass Birmingham is Brass Lancashire with a few tweaks to make it enough that it's a different game.
Okay.
But fundamentally, it is still the same core mechanism. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a good comparison. Kit says, regardless of the design, it seems more logical and on theme the way that we did it. Yeah. Right, we're all done. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to you two for joining me for today. If you're interested and you didn't watch it this afternoon, we did a live stream of Revive, which was one of the new games that came out at Essen Spiel. So that's on the channel now if you want to go and watch that. Obviously, we did this tonight. And as I mentioned earlier on, both of the streams today, none of them were sponsored. So all made possible through the Patreon campaign. And if you like the content that I create and you want to support the channel and help me carry on making videos like this, you can support me at patreon.com/gaming rules. But for now, we're all done. I will be back on Sunday afternoon. I'm going to be doing a live stream of me building a Frosthaven organizer. So if you want a nice relaxing Sunday afternoon, watching me hammering bits of wood together for a few hours, that's what I'm going to be doing on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Will you have finished it by the time the football starts?
I hopefully will have finished it before the football starts. That's the plan. But yeah, that'll be on the channel. In fact, I think the video is already there now, ready to go. So whatever time I've said I'm doing it, I can't remember. Anyway, we're all done. Thanks for watching. See you later on. Good night. Bye-bye.